What's good, family? Back with another build on the Smokers Lounge. I am your host, Chris Cyphers. Peace and love to everybody. Hope everybody's having a great afternoon, great day. Peace and love to all. We back with another confessions build on the Smokers Lounge. You already know how we get down around here. So we always have an open bill here. So I'm gonna throw this link in the comments or in the chat. And, gonna wait for the fam to come through. Just go ahead and play a little something. I wait for this build to, start up. Let me see. We already got a thumbs down. That's what I'm talking about. Thank you. We already got a thumbs down. That's what I'm talking about. Greetings, peaceful flow. How you doing? How you doing? What's good, Truth? How you doing, God? Appreciate you coming through. I get what I like. Blow 100 on lights and make it all back tonight. This is the life. They don't need strong footage to really get to it. Strong footage to really get to it. They don't need strong footage to really get to it. They don't need drawn footage to really get to it. They don't need drawn footage to really get to it. Yeah. Got the Harry Flash. It's a little brighter in here than usual. A little brighter in here than usual. Yeah. Yeah, I'll bring the snakes out. Give me a little bit. I'll go get them in a second. This jet light, don't scrub, you block that. Flow runs in the Porsche. I'm out front and got my top bag. Label me an author, co-founder of lifestyle rap. Watching these niggas borrow game, not acknowledging what they got there. So I fall back, little wrong with that. Consider those my rapper kids. Connection with they father figure when they know they won't be just like him. What might have been without my pen. Scribble about what I done with them. Girls that I took home last night. Chevys I sat on top of the rim. I'm good in front of the camera lens. We smoking my video spins at our house. Rolling up in her bar shorts, my mafia bitch. Lighting up, counting up. Going for it cause I go and get it. So you liable to see I'm with it. My pocket fat, my side skinny. Loud pad, got a loud engine. Ear large, all Benjamin vacationing. 2 nights spending, I ain't tripping. Fool, I know how to get that bag. Homie, my triple don't show me that. Same they show me how to roll them sads. And my reputation precedes me. They already know
I keep it capital G, apostrophe. Make it look easy, cause when I do what I do
it like I'm doing it for TV. And my reputation precedes me. They already know I keep it capital G, apostrophe D. Down the hall, making it look easy. Cause when I do what I do it like I'm doing it. I do it like I'm
you know I do it like I'm doing it for dude. Watch your shoes, ostrich, you know what time it is. Like 2 watches, my reputation, detonation on destination. I separated, elevated, get salutation. I'm seldom seen in forest green for a machine. Dirty south with the engine cleaning and pussy clean. Criminal thing, a criminal mind. I got a pepper their presence, I'ma bring them alive. Ride a shotgun with that K on the side. Bitches that I'm done with, let them lay on the side. Clock on your mind, I'm ahead of your time. You blow, transform like Optimus Prime. Diamonds off, shorty ass kinda soft. Tattoos, lip gloss, pockets on, Rick Ross. Woo. I'm fantasizing the tantalizing experience. Bitches like photography, I just take me.
reputation precedes me. They already know I keep it capital G, apostrophe D. Going hard, making it look easy. Cause when I do what I do it like I'm doing it for TV. And my reputation precedes me. They already know I keep it capital G, apostrophe D. Going hard, making it look easy. Cause when I do what I do it like I'm doing it. I do it like I'm up in this. 442 on them button grills, somewhat apparent. All them gangster bitches fuck with them. Bring Duckies in. When records wasn't really bumping, they was in love with them. To see them ballin' is like drugs to them. Mama calling for that jet to put a reservation in. Ain't concerned where she going, long as she stay with them. They be seeking that foundation, stable niggas with paper. I'm all that, but I'm stingy. You ain't right there, one of these raps and love. I'm so serious, you might get high from hearing it. Get stupid fly at any event. Spray some OG, I'm in that bed. Bring the hoes and tell them shake that shit. Send my jail niggas flex, we live it. She love it in the kitchen, in the oven. It's just like over air, bitch. And air, bitch ass nigga bring it back, try to take care of them. We get high, we laugh at them. I swear ain't no comparing them to no nigga in my area. This jet like no playtime. We cut them hoes you carry. Reputation precedes me. They already know I keep it capital G. Apostrophe D. Don't the hard nigga to look easy. Cause when I do what I do it like I'm doing it for TV. And my reputation precedes me. They already know I keep it capital G. Apostrophe D. Don't the hard nigga to look easy. Cause when I do it like I'm damn. TJ swear. Check the flag type shit.
It's actually it's 3 of them actually. Albino, it's albino ball python. This is the inchy spinner, which you see is the inchy pinstripe and a spider. And you have the banana or coral glow ball python right here with the lavender and the orange. So you can basically they you can call them a banana ball python or a coral globe ball python. Same same gene. So yeah, I got one more girl. She's in her she's in right now. She's been a bad girl, you know. She's on punishment, so she got to stay in there. But yeah, you don't have to be scared, for real, for real. This is the baby right here. He's my youngest. He's just turned 4 months last week, but my little he's like my little shadow slash protector. Like I can put him like next to me, and he can sit here like this all day with no problem and just chill with me. Or if I put him on a bed with me, you know, like he'll just sit around the bed, and sometimes he'll go around the bed, just propping and looking at stuff and detecting, seeing what's going on. So he's like my little mini me in a way. This was my second ball python I got. Um, Let me get him over here because now they all tangled. And this guy, he never wants to get away from me. He's like every time I try to put him down, he's like nope. So yeah, he's kind of like he's always like he's like my mini me. He's always there with me. If I take him out the tank, he always tends to follow me too. Hey buddy, hey buddy, and Yasi. Well, his name is Kim, short for chemistry, KEM. That's how you spell that. And this is my albino. Um, no, I don't abuse my pets. I will never abuse my pets. He actually was trying to get out of his tank, and he fell and hit his head on his hide. So that's what that little bruise or cut is on his head. But this is my first ball python, which is an albino ball python. Um, he's another one. He's like a little protector over me as well. He don't venture off too much. Sometimes he have where he want to go explore, but other than that, when I take him out, he's usually by my side as well. Yeah, and he's about to hit a shed phase, maybe in like a week. What's good, Sir? Right? Peace, God. What's good, SC? How you doing, Queen? Um, Kim, he just went through a shed maybe like 3 weeks ago, so he got a fresh new coat. Um, this girl, she's so crazy. So this is my special girl. um, she's a Libra, just like me, hence her name, Libra. But she's another one that's addicted to me as well. She's like she'll go and venture and do her little stuff. She'll probably go to a spot behind my bed and just chill, and then she'll just stay there for the day. Um, but get her out, she's on my hand just all day. Um, I don't know ultimately how many snakes do I want, but I know for my initial collection I want at least five. So right now I have three of my main collection. My other one, she's more for like mating purposes, but I do love her also, as well, and I still give her the same care that I give all of them. So no, I didn't buy her just to be a hoe, but she will be breeded and Sir Drop. I haven't bred them yet. These snakes aren't ready to breed. She's the juvenile, so she'll be the first and ready to be bred. Yasi, he's like 5 months, coming up on 6, so he will be the first one to breed with her. But basically, he'll probably be ready to breed maybe next year because they have to be at a certain weight or a certain size in order to because it goes along with their age as well. So it just depends on if they're developing at the correct pace. So if they're normally developing everything, then they probably could start breeding maybe after a year or a little bit after, but they usually are bred at around 600 grams. And this guy will be my last one to breed with this project, but he's so young, I'm still gonna have to wait till next year with him. But as you see, these two, they're always tied up together. They kind of like each other, so they will probably be the first ones that will mate. And I'm that's what's up. Um, but yeah, these two will be the first ones to mate. He's gonna be the next one to mate with the other female after he grows. And then I'm thinking about getting one more so far. I'm just making my decision whether it's gonna be part of my collection or if I'm gonna use to breed. Um, but at the same time, these are beautiful souls. So um, they're not just a breeding project for me. Um, I don't know. It's just it teaches having pets and other lives and souls around you. Teaches you you know not just you can learn from other things with a different type of language, or you don't have to just pay attention to a verbal. You can it helps you with recognizing things and seeing things and be able to read and helping with other people as well. And it's all about love, care, and respect. You give them that love, that care, that respect, and they're gonna give you that same love back, and it's gonna teach you something magical. It's not a lot of words could really express it. You really have to experience something to really you know get the whole feeling of it. No problem, no problem. Yeah, my mom is crazy. Like she's like, no, I'm not coming to your crib. You got four of them now. But I'm like, mom, it's a difference. You see the relationship. It'll open your eyes to different things. But as you see, he will base his head on my fingers. They normally all will do that. They'll find like a little comfortable spot and just lay there and chill. You know, but they're not terrible animals like anybody say. Like these are my children. I love them. Like ah, ah, hey babies, ah, these are my babies. But yeah, I'll be right back though. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put them back, and we're gonna get on with the build.
Yeah, when the speedometer reads 70 miles per hour, the spoilers deployed from the trunk. Less where resistance, more power. You ain't said nothing like this once. Fresh from the pages of car driver to the possession of high pilots. Spotted in my collection with the rest of my shit. Up to date bill sheets, documented mileage. Handbook in the console, I know everything about it. Got your woman what she need, goggles. See me on the set, I'm the picture of survival. Live in the flesh, dropping vibes on my rivals. We the motherfucking jets, you just motherfucking clown shoes. Ball when you big homie, jewelry shooting virals. Never winning the cause, just standing by 'em. Not really knowing them bras, just standing by 'em. No first class tickets, you just buy the standby ones. I'm adding dollars, you add my rent. I'm working with friends whole time, in flight wireless. Email full of condo prices, marble of granite, kitchen islands, home silence. Yeah. Got a meal like a deal, I'm still on the grind. Got 10 more coming, just give me some time. Putting it all together, got something in mind. Show 'em better than I can tell 'em they gon' feel me. Show 'em better than I can tell 'em they gon' feel me. Niggas I came up with changing up, say they gon' kill me. If they ever catch me slipping, I don't give a fuck sincerely. I know they just emotional, they love me, they feel me. They like my women, they see me staring, wish they was in it. Jealousy, just feeding them negative energy. I put my hands together, praying for my frenemies. Only let paper chasers dwell in this vicinity. Can't violate the jet code without penalty. Even family get let go. Fredo, you killing me. I work hard, bloggers thinking they was me. Dropping record after record like them bitches slippery. I like nice shit and I know how to get it. Hustle dumbass, it's not rocket science. Applying physics, get on task, food trap to a trillion. Wrote these raps in New Orleans and performed them in New Zealand. Work a push a T and that secret drug dealing. My God, what a feeling. Italian engineering, Decepticon ceiling. Push button disappearing when the drizzle clearing.
Yeah. What's good, Drop? How you doing, brother?
Shit, chilling, man. I just show you my hat. I'm just fucking with you. What's good
Nice,
with you?
nice, chilling, brother. High frequencies, you already know. What's
What's
good,
up?
goddess Nikki?
What's good? Can you hear me?
Loud
Yeah,
and clear.
loud and clear. Could see you all bright and stuff. Yeah.
I'm out on the street today. I just wanted to come up here real quick to tell you thank you for coming on my panel. The other night I had so much fun.
Man, see it
Man,
quit sending me notifications and shit, man.
We
Like
all
to a
did.
lot of people shit. Like I see it like it'll say some shit like 5 minutes ago. I'm like, why you sending me the notification now? The shit over. And it's like 10 people was doing that to me with I don't understand it.
yeah, they trying to break that link. That's what they trying to do.
That's why, man, share it when the motherfuckers go live, man. Just share that shit to anything you can. You know what I mean? Get them shits out there.
Mhm.
Like I normally fuck with Hangouts, and then we got like a messenger. We got to get you in there too, Chris. The God body
Well,
in our little messenger group.
y'all did. I already requested in there. Y'all accepted, and I'm in
No,
there.
that's the HOTC
Oh, the
group.
Facebook,
We
yeah, the
talking about our
Facebook.
little messenger. We got a messenger group where it's like 10 of us in it and shit. So you can just share shit right to the messenger. We basically use it as a spinoff to this YouTube shit. Keep everybody
Mhm.
posted. You know what I mean?
Word. Yeah, yeah. For real. Yeah. Um. Yeah, Nikki, that build was super dope. Super dope. It was fun. It had so many elements to it.
And that puppy did 3,000 overnight.
Mm-hmm.
That motherfucker went ham. They'll let certain
It
shit through,
did.
man.
It really did. We get to know each other more each time we do that.
Mm-hmm. It was pretty dope. Shout out to the beach is better. She was out there too. She came through today. So I see you in the chat, Queen. But yeah, we was turning up.
Yeah, I ain't even look at it neither. I was kind of jealous and shit.
It's so beautiful out here. Like, can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we hear you. Go ahead.
Yeah,
You say yeah.
yeah.
I was gonna say it's so beautiful in California right now. I just wish everybody was here.
Oh, you don't went back to Cali? When you go back up there? Hey, C can't hear me, man.
Nick,
You
can
gotta
you hear Sir Drop?
Nah, she can't hear me.
I can't hear drop.
Yeah, you
Hey,
can.
just punch me out and punch me back
I
in.
can just hear you.
All right, I got you.
Who else is here?
Sir Drop.
Oh,
Hey, can you hear me now? See. No, so you gotta punch
yeah.
her out and oh, you can hear me. All right,
I,
we got that.
I, I hear you.
All right, cool.
Yeah, we missed you the other night. Drop.
Yeah, y'all done had the bull stand up in his drawers and shit. I probably wasn't gonna get on the pajama jam.
That
I mean,
At least
wasn't
you,
you
me.
know, I
at
mean,
least
it
I
ain't
got caught. Hey Chris, at least I got caught in the lie. I just said I ain't even watch it. I was jealous and then called some shit out.
right.
That's what's up.
I mean, I
It
tried
wasn't
not
me.
to do too much, but they was like, "Yo, Chris, get up there and da da da." They called me out, so as a man, got to do what I got to do. But I try to not make it too much because I know what's other brothers is watching as well. So,
That was that was tight.
Hey, yeah, y'all was up that bitch kicking it though. It was a little
Yeah, we
doper
had
than the.
fun.
Remember we threw the little party with Sunray
Yeah,
and yeah, that was a little doper than that one. They all
yeah.
be dope though. Y'all might want to make a name to it. Just call it party night so people can get hip to it and tune into that shit like every fucking Friday night.
right.
And just get up there and do y'all thing. I'll come up there too. But that's a little avenue for you right there. See you and Beach, y'all can get that shit popping for real.
For real, for
Yeah, I
real.
had so many females coming over there trying to get up there and all that. Men
Hmm.
coming in
I'm
there
trying to
because
get
that's
it
where the
like that.
ladies.
You see, you see what I'm trying to do, don't you?
Well, yeah, I see it.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. I want it to be where, man, I want it to get flyer than that. Like it's gonna get flyer every time.
We
Yeah.
gotta get fuck with that Zoom. See, that's why I'm trying to go ahead and get these 1,000 subs and all that. And you throw that Zoom up, you can fit more people in that motherfucker instead of
I
just
got
six.
Zoom. I got Zoom.
Yeah,
I
you
just
should
gotta
do
go
it.
mess with it.
Yeah, Hangout, you can still do 10 at least though off Hangout, but you still need that 1,000 subs. But you can do the
Right.
10 on Hangout. Cause this six, when it start jumping, you gotta start rotating people and shit. It'd be like three people in the backstage. He'd be like, damn, this shit getting hectic. That's my homie back there, and I gotta let him up. You end up having to take yourself off. Or
Right.
fuck it, you take my spot. Hell yeah. We gotta find a way to have more people up here. Or run dual streams and shit where it's six on this page, six on that page. But all the pages is, sharing each other off somebody else's page. Do it like that too.
Yeah,
We quite couldn't figure it out. I know one day Huey was live. Red Squid went live. Red Squid was live on his shit, but still was on Huey's shit and had somebody
that's what
else
I've been
on
trying to.
his shit. Yeah, it was
That's what I've been
crazy.
trying to do. That's what I've been trying to do. But for some reason, it ain't working with the StreamYard shit.
Yeah, they did it on StreamYard, but it was some type of glitch to it. It was something where no, we couldn't hear the people on Red Squid's end. Red Squid was live on
Oh,
his StreamYard, but he also was in Huey's StreamYard, but we couldn't hear the people that joined Red Squid's StreamYard. That was the glitch. Okay, now I figured it out. All right.
But
Can't do it. Go
yeah,
ahead.
that's true. They could just they could be at both channels though,
Yeah, exactly.
or
So you,
just keep
yeah,
going
like
in
you
and
could
out of
be,
different channels if you want to, like a party for real. Like you know, in party you go in different rooms.
hell
That's
yeah,
how we could
call
do
that
it.
shit musical chairs. Everybody call it musical chairs. Let off a siren every 5 minutes. Everybody switch. That'd be dope.
I hate when I be following somebody they be doing 100 and shit. That's stupid. Got me about to be doing 100
100 what?
miles per hour.
You doing 100?
Shit, I'm about to be in a few. There's a few 10 more miles. I mean, yeah, I'm doing 90.
You on a turnpike or something?
I'm on the 15 freeway.
Hey, but they ain't pulling nobody over right now, man. The
Shit, there go.
motherfuckers,
Oh, I thought that was them right there. Like, oh, that what?
they not gonna pull
There
you
go the
over. They can't
fun.
even look. They, you can look this shit up. This a motherfucker got pulled over with some fucking dope, right? The cops said, we can't take you to jail, so you can go on and leave, right? And they said, but you can't take the dope with you, and let him pull the fuck off, no charges. It's crazy. It's like wide open right now. And you don't be seeing cars pulled over. You see cops at people's houses and shit, but you don't just see a car pulled over no more. Not in Akron. I don't know where y'all at, but I like to see somebody pulled over for a traffic stop. I don't. I think they, because the courts ain't, they barely open. How they gonna send you to court? It's
That's
a
true. The
dude,
court ain't open.
and it's a dude that he was supposed to turn himself in to do 10 years,
Yeah.
and they told him to wait 3 months. The
Oh,
day he went to turn
Mm.
himself in, they said, come back in 3 months. That's unheard of.
I, I would have been in Jamaica when they came.
right.
Now you can't run on 10 years. You can run
Oh,
on.
well, oh, it was 10 years. Oh, okay.
I mean, it's fucked up. You gotta do 10 years, but like if your daughter 3, you'll come home. She'll be 13. It's good. But if you about to have to do triple life, you might as well run till they catch you. Ain't no sense of turning. You ain't getting out. But I wouldn't do the running thing. I would just live my life, man, and I'll stay real low key till they caught me. Cause that running shit get stressful as fuck. I just go somewhere else, blend in with motherfuckers, and tell them my name's something else, and I just try to spend all my money before they caught me, and leave a
Shit,
little
Dr.
stash
Lecter
for
got
the
away.
family. And Doctor, but he a genius, evil genius.
Dr. Lecter. That shit was crazy. I still watch that shit. He was the
Hey,
fool.
and I can't,
Jamaica
man. This how I
right
know I'm a
near the
sicko.
beach.
Hey, this why I'm a sicko though. I saw that Hannibal Lecter shit, and I've been waiting to get in a fight just to try to bite somebody's fucking nose off, man. That shit was so
What?
gangster to me. Remember when he bit the dude's nose off?
Yeah.
That's gonna
Yes,
be
I
my
remember that
first
shit.
move, dog. My first, I'm gonna describe my Mitch. Fuck away from like that. Like I just want to do it, man. And I ain't been in a fight since that movie. I'm too cool to be fighting and shit. But shit. Let a motherfucker try me. I'm doing that move off top. And he try to get away, I'm gonna throw his ass. Never mind. Fuck the violence. Fuck the violence. But I'm just saying.
I'll be getting
Yeah,
your ass
man.
started.
Yeah. Hey, why my motherfucking boss? This a sidebar kinda. Why my boss come up to me at work, right? I'm sitting there painting the motors and shit, right? This motherfucker, mind you, we all got on corona masks, right? This motherfucker is about he on the other side of the floor, but we in the same room. So I'm saying it's about 40 steps, right? He beelining me, right? And he say, I smell something, right? I'm looking at him. I'm like, yeah, I told you this motherfucking this paint strong as hell. We gotta go back to the water-based paint, right? He like, no. And why this motherfucker sniff my damn chest and say, I smell weed. I said, man, if you don't get your motherfucking ass away from me, dog. And I straight thought of you because I'm like, that's them lawsuits she be talking about. You mad I even went back to work. That's harassment. First of all, you
I'm
gonna
mad
tell
that
me
you
you
went back. Yeah.
man, you gotta be you gotta be that take a art to get lawyers, make the right calls and go through the hoops because they make you
Man,
jump through 100 of them. Yeah, that's a skill. A lot of people can't do that and they know that shit. It's a skill and you gotta
well,
dedicate it to it. Hell yeah. And them people that dedicated to it be the ones getting them $100,000, them $500,000 lawsuits and shit off a slip and fall. They had jumped through every loop. Nope, the floor was wet. And I'm fighting every appeal and to the end till y'all say fuck it. Here you go.
I can't stand following this nigga, man. Sorry, y'all.
You good?
I hope you ain't riding this bumper.
This nigga makes me swoop, and I'm not no grip no more, man. Have to do this shit.
Yeah. Well,
He
damn,
makes
I
me
gotta
swoop
talk
in
to
and out of traffic and shit. I don't like that.
yeah. What be funny is when somebody like pass you and you meet them at the light and you just look over at them and start laughing and shit. I love doing that shit, man.
He, no, he just get a kick out of because I know how to drive, and he be wanting to see if I could do all this shit he doing, keeping up with him and doing all this shit. I don't be wanting to do all this shit now.
Oh, you following somebody?
Yeah, and I'm saying he
Oh,
going in and
okay.
out, doing all this shit.
You're reckless driving.
He think, no, he could drive good too, but I'm like, I don't be wanting to do all this. Like, wherever we going is gonna be there when we get there.
You said stay in your lane and just hit the gas. Just the car hit the brake. You said he zigzagging, swerving.
He do this shit all the time. Gotta go put out a fire. But
Hey, but
anyway, what
them
we
be
gonna
the
build on
ones.
today? This is
Shit.
building, huh? Yeah.
Yeah, I just be
Confessions.
talking my shit. I don't be really having nothing
If
in
we had
mind.
to get up out of here, if we had to get up out of here, at least you know.
You mobbing that motherfucker too.
We're sitting here mobbing. I'm not playing. This is not a game right now. Like we really going somewhere. We just going to get. We ain't even going nowhere. Not like that. Ain't like nothing major important that we doing right now.
I don't know. When you break out them glasses, I don't know.
Man, they was in the glove box. I had to have some kind of glasses on. The sun's shining out bright out here today.
Yeah, the sun is out. Sun's out today.
That's where y'all need to be going
Y'all
over
got
Chris' house. Just pop up on Chris and say, get in the car, bro.
Chris got to invite us. Chris has to invite
Man, you already
us.
got my math. You already know you can come through.
You're invited for tacos. Taco
Oh,
Tuesday.
I want tacos. Oh, oh man, you got to do this Taco
Hey, so
Tuesday thing.
back on them, when God Body brought up them Hornets. Now I done watched like 10 videos in like the last, say, last hour since I got off the live. I think it's a hoax. I think it's fake. Because once I watched the
The
Mad Bitter
Hornets.
Truth one, he just like, yeah, it was like the way he did it. It was like, uh, he basically saying they got a whole bunch of different pandemics they gonna throw at us at once, and all this shit is gonna be lightweight, ain't big as what they saying. It might be some bigger hornets, but they not killing all the bees off. It might be a
My,
coronavirus, but it ain't killing. What's happening?
I was gonna tell you, my cousin said he saw one of them Hornets before.
Right, I'm saying the hornet can be real, but I don't think it's killing off all the bees, and then we're not gonna have any food. This the pandemic they pumping off the murder hornet. Now I think the murder hornet real. They got footage of it. I'm saying I don't think it's destroying beehives. They got to show me a whole beehive, swarm of bees, These hornets come up, not some bugs fighting, because that can be CGI. These
Right.
bugs come up and show, because they say it take 2 days to take over the whole thing. Have time lapse footage of them doing it, and then show all the
Wow.
dead bees. And if you can't do that, then that's the pandemic part. Because now they saying, all right, the bees can't pollen. There's 1/3 of the fruits, right? So what Mag has said was pollen don't make fruit. So he was like, so why are they slipping that in so cool like that? They spread the pollen to what, make honey? They don't spread the pollen to grow oranges. They don't spread the pollen, you know what I'm saying? But they slipping that in and it's going right over everybody's head. The pollen they take, damn, that was deep. So why are they pushing all these scare tactics one after another? You open, as soon
Because
as you say
people
we go ahead,
believe
Nick.
everything they hear. That's why. Everybody believe everything. They believe everything they hear. That's why. If you tell them something, they just run with it and tell the next person.
Mm.
Instead of doing what I did and watch
So by
10,
the time
15 videos
the real people, yeah,
Yep.
on both ends.
yes,
Like
that part.
when I got in the flat earth, I made sure after I watch a flat earth video, I watch a globe video. If I watch a Bible video, I watch an anti-Bible video. I watch both sides of every argument when I be doing my shit to come to my conclusion. You know what I mean? Like I wouldn't be a Muslim and not listen to the Bible side of things. I'm not gonna be an atheist and not listen to the Christianity side of things. I'm not gonna be a basketball player and not look at the ownership or look at football games. I'm gonna still try to, because I might can get something out of football game and put it in my basketball game. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Like, oh, just run them over like that. Baseball did it. Try to stand in front of that plate. They're gonna run. Bo Jackson brought that to baseball. Stand in front of the plate and running your ass the fuck over. And you can learn something from everything, but the truth is always gonna resonate with you. Your truth is your truth. Can't nobody deter it. You only can deter it yourself. Can't nobody make their truth yours. If it becomes yours, they didn't make it. That shit resonated with you, and it's your truth. Now, the whole truth and nothing but the truth may help you, God. If God not helping you, you have more than just that. You got only your truth. You don't got the whole truth. It's your truth. That is true. Yeah, that is nasty. You hate mushrooms. You hate cucumbers. Yeah, that's your truth. He love it. That's not his truth. So
Mhm.
everybody got their own truths. But we don't know the whole truth and nothing but the truth. I'm telling you, there's no way to know. You can know it, but you're not gonna know you know it. You can believe you know it. Because since when is the Most High gonna come down and present it to you in a way that you know it? And the reason why I say that is when he in front of you, you die. He said, if you look at me, you die. This is how powerful my energy is. If you look at me, I'm chilling. I'm just sitting down. And if you look at me, death instantly. This how much power is involved with this shit. So we'll never know in case we can be reborn with our consciousness. But when you die, you know. You face to face. You know. But when you reborn, you don't remember that experience, and nobody does. They can just speculate and think they do. You see what I'm saying?
Yep. 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 Most definitely, bro. Speaking of shit, what's good? What's good? This chilling, chilling.
Yep, yep. Try not to sweat my ass off before I go in and work and sweat.
Yeah, it's hot as hell in Cali, man.
We got a 3-day heat wave to get through. Like, oh,
Yup,
Hey, look,
yup.
bro, take
Peace to
some
the
ice
peace
cubes,
to the
right?
brother. Peace to the brother Nunez. Nunez in the building. What's good, brother? Go ahead, sir.
Hey, y'all take a towel, fill that bitch up with a bag
I
of
can't
ice
see a damn thing with these glasses
from
on.
the gas station or whatever, as much ice as you can put in it. Roll that
Especially
shit
not on
up,
my phone.
roll that shit up, and wrap it around your neck or wrap it around your head if you ain't got that much ice. But put that towel on your neck, right? And then when the ice melt, that rag is so goddamn cold, boy. You'll just keep wiping yourself, like, you know what I mean? That's what we do up here, man. When it be dumb hot and we be in the month. I'm talking about the dude that's about to go to work and it be hot in that bitch. You know what I'm saying? You throw that towel around your neck, you just get to working, but you have it wrapped up. And then you had that ice wrapped around your neck, basically. You don't put it through the whole towel. Wrap it up, and you wear that shit like a neck brace on some shoulder pads and shit. And you just wear it. That shit keep you cool like a motherfucker.
That or usually I just jump in the deep freezer and hit my vape for a couple minutes.
Mm-mm. Man,
What
I need
happened?
no
Yeah, I
nothing
think he
bad happened.
breaking up. No, he was talking
Oh,
and he started breaking up.
oh,
Can you
me?
hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah,
You
we
good,
hear
Nikki?
you.
Okay.
No, the dude with the microphone.
I
No,
can
that's
hear
your
that New
logo.
Yorker music.
Dude, that should be my new name, man. The dude with the
no.
microphone.
Nah, I was looking at I guess I'm looking at a fifth snake and I'm just like, man, I just need to chill out right now, like for real. So that's all I was saying, damn.
You want to buy another one?
Yeah, I want to get another baby.
He said he want 5 of them joints.
Damn. Hold on, hold on.
You
Yeah. And only but the thing about it is I want five in my personal collection, but now I have four and I have one that's I don't know if she's gonna be in my personal collection. We'll see. It kind of depends, but I kind of bought her for a purpose. So I'm gonna give her the same love, of course, but she's gonna come do her job, and we'll see what happens after that. Because anything could change. I could probably just add her to my collection, but she's not the ideal because she's basically like a pinstripe mix, and I already have a pinstripe mix. So, but she have other genes in her as well. So that's mainly why I got her, because of her genes and what she can produce with my with the snakes that I want her to mate with.
You get better color variations out of it.
Yes. Yes. Better colors, and designs as well. It just really depends on which genes that's recessive or dominant, You don't want too much dominant genes in there. You want more recessive because that's going to give you more of the visual, and that's more of what I'm
mm,
looking for. And she have like four to five genes in her, but she have like two or three that's visual. You see what I'm saying? So I want to add another
is it
recessive.
true that a snake?
Yeah, I want to add another recessive gene to that to change the whole color, configuration. But is gonna just more of what she has now. Well, just being with the kid, well, with her kids, because I'm gonna have her mate with the coral glow. So that's gonna the color is literally gonna just change. This is gonna be a drastic change from her and her kids. So that's like my ultimate project
Mm.
with her.
That'd look cool.
Hmm.
Is it true that a snake can eat his own tail?
Nah,
Uh, I knew that was some fuck shit.
yeah, that's some fuck shit. I mean, it's like,
But you know what? It'd be dope
would
though.
you?
That thought just gave me a $1 billion plan. Now look, if you got connects or something, you can make this happen. It's gonna sound crazy. You get you a fucking a tube, not a tube, but a tube, right, with air holes in it, right? You
Mm-hmm.
put the snake in, right? But you able when the snake go in, close the tube, right? But you're gonna close the tube around your belt, and you're gonna have a real snake skin belt. Now it's gonna be you know this shit dope. But like, y'all laughing, but damn it, if these motherfuckers did that shit like they had Kanye West wear one, should have bam, $1 million belts, bro. Like
Make it
that.
go
I'm
all the way
telling
around your body, like a little
Mm-hmm.
you. Right,
highway.
but you had a snake, you would make the snake shorter than the whole belt. So it just keep moving around your body. You see how that's gonna work? You see what I'm talking about. Don't let me get no $1 million. Cause
Right.
I think this shit all day. That shit'll go if you got the right motherfucker to put it on.
Mm-hmm.
Jay-Z wear that shit, a bracelet with a baby snake in it, motherfuckers buying. Yeah, the snake
Right.
700. These is baby cobras. Hey, you wanna know what's
Man,
crazy? It's how like
bro,
oh go ahead.
I would, no, I want you to continue, but sorry to cut you off. But to tell you the truth, bro, I would buy that shit. I would buy that shit and buy a baby snake just to rock that shit, bro. Just to
The,
rock that shit. If
the
that shit's
necklaces.
gold and it is, if it, man, bro, I'll rock it. But go ahead, my fault.
Hell yeah. And look, it can be gold, right? But you put so many itty bitty air holes in it to where it's just laced in gold. So you can still see
Mm-hmm.
the snake, but this
Mm-hmm.
the necklace is still gold. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? The
Yeah.
that would be insane. But I was
Mm-hmm.
about to say though, I was getting off the I just had that eating its own tail made me think of a belt. But that's just how I think. But have you ever noticed how like a cobra right comes out the bag to the sound of a flute, but it don't have no ears? Ever notice that? So
Right.
that mean the flute ain't doing shit. It's the motion. So if you can
No,
stare in
no,
the
no,
snake's
no,
eye,
no. It is the flute. This, again, you have to think of sound is still
vibration.
frequency, vibration. Yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
okay.
So it has something to do with it, but it's not majority of what to do with it. You know.
It
But keep
gets the
going. Go ahead.
snake's
Go.
attention, basically,
Yes, 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 yes.
and eases it.
Because
So it feels
certain frequencies, like higher frequencies in your 4K hertz are like your love connection frequencies. You see what I'm saying? Oh, no, my fault. About like 2K to 4K. Your frequencies up there. So if you play, that's why a lot of the Indian flutes, well, with a lot of the flutes they play, they're playing a high key flute. You see what I'm saying? They're never playing a low tone song. They're playing a high tone song that's in a high key.
you're right. That's why they using the flute or the flutophone to even get that sound, that high pitch.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's dope. I bet you won't hold a cobra in your hand.
Hell no, I'm not ready for that yet. To be honest, the well, the most aggressive snake I've held was a retic python. I did hold a red tail boa, which is a little bit more aggressive than ball pythons, but the retic ball pythons are they can get very aggressive. But the one I held was about like 6 to almost 7 feet. And it was a female. She was pretty temperament, so she was pretty cool handling wise. But at the same time, you still can't underestimate that.
So is
But
it
that's
true a python can wrap around your body and kill you? They that strong?
yeah,
That's
yeah, a
crazy.
retic, a retic,
I'm saying
a
kill
retic.
you though.
Yeah,
Yeah, a retic could possibly kill you. A
it would
retic,
suffocate you.
yeah, yeah, it'll suffocate you, squeeze you. It won't eat you or anything, but it'll squeeze you. It'll squeeze the death out of you.
Cause I saw on 9/11, the little TV show, the bitch, well not the bitch, my bad. Excuse me. The lady The
Thank
lady
you.
had the python wrapped around. It was her python, but it was around her neck, and all she could do was call 911 and shit. By the time they got there, man, she probably had 2 more minutes, and she was gone.
Mm-hmm.
Had it around her shoulders. That motherfucker got to acting like it's cool, and then
Mm-hmm.
started clenching up on her. Like, hold on. She like, hold on, stop, baby, stop it, no, baby.
Yeah. See, it really all depends on like how you feeding them, because how you feeding them really depends on their size and how thick they're going to be. So if you want a thick snake, you're gonna feed your snake a lot. So, but if you don't want a thick snake, you're gonna have a nice regular feeding schedule with them. But it's when a snake gets about like 5, maybe 6 feet, that maybe not enough to kill someone. You probably still have enough strength to get the snake off of you, just depending on the thickness of the snake. This snake is real thick, kind of anaconda thick. You
All right,
can
so
forget
you
about that,
saying
and motherfucker going right. And then they got a whole different contraction muscle. That's like they're like the pit bulls of the contraction muscle. Like they contract to the point where like their job is for killing is suffocating, is squeezing the life out of you. So that's but that's like beyond 5 and 6 feet of of
you
of,
said
of
that's
a
some
snake.
anaconda
You
shit.
know, right?
Yeah.
So
So if I got a six
when
foot
my
snake
male
wrapped
gets it, like, go ahead, go
This
ahead.
is my last time. I keep talking. My bad, y'all. If
You
you
good?
got a 6 foot snake wrapped around your neck right now, trying to choke you, you can pull it off.
Hmm. Yeah.
Okay, all right. That's why they don't be that paranoid. I was wondering how they can have them pythons on them, but they like, no, we done wrestled before. We done
Yeah.
been in this bitch. Like, hold on, motherfucker.
Yeah. See, now the snakes that they really talk about is the ones that's really like, well, when people get into those incidents, they really are like they're retic pythons. They're a bit different. Now, retic pythons could get up to 36 plus feet. Right? They're kind of like they're like some of the biggest snakes in the world. Retic pythons, reticulate pythons.
So that's the anaconda snake.
No, different like species of snake. It's like a different ethnic of snake. Like ball pythons have like but just say ball pythons are like
Pit bulls.
in a way like like how you have black, then you have mixed black, and you have black Germans, you have black you have Blasians, Russians. That's kind of like what's going on in the snake world. You have your anacondas, you have your cobras, you have your vipers, you have your diamondbacks, you have your rattlesnakes, you have your ball pythons, and then when you go within those categories, you have more as well. Like you have with the ball pythons, the retic ball pythons, a blood ball python, you know, and blood ball pythons is one of the most aggressive ball pythons, and I think I might want one because they're so fucking dope. They look like a ball python as in as a design, but their head look like literally like a boa. They have like a boa head, and it's an amazing design. But again, like I like getting my snakes from ground up. So
Can you do all snakes swim, or them water snakes is just another type of snake?
oh no, all snakes have the ability to swim. Water snakes just are built for swimming because of their the end of their tails kind of form into a fin to help them. So you have that aspect, and that's basically the only difference, and they maybe can survive underwater a longer time than a regular ground snake. but all
So
snakes
if you
have the
don't
ability to
say you
swim.
don't say you don't take the water, say you take the water snake out the water and put them in a terrarium
Hmm.
or whatever it's called, will it die because it
Hmm.
don't have water?
Yeah,
So it's
they can only
basically
last.
half
They can
fish,
only last on land about a certain amount of time, and then they have to duck back in the water.
or like an octopus. All right, so they got
Mhm.
lungs and they don't got lungs, but they I don't know. That's weird. That's weird. That's weird
Yeah, they
right
kind of
there. So
got like
that
a lung
means
system that kind of act like in a way of gills and shit. So
and I
they
bet
got
they
some.
came from the flood. I bet when them snakes got flooded, some of them just stayed above water so long and had babies and shit and mutated into that. I don't think. I think they
Mhm.
mutated into that. You got.
Yeah, because a
You
lot
got.
of them, if you really look at the water snakes, and you can just go, you go just check this out on YouTube. They look like eels. They look like eels, like at towards the end of their body. They got the snake head and everything, of course, but when you look at where it forms into a fin and stuff, it looks just like a eel, like a snake eel,
So
which is
eels probably is snakes.
yeah, it has some. I think there's some type of relation there.
And you got
I
the
might be
pike
wrong,
cichlids.
might be reaching, but I do after I've seen the different water or sea snakes that I checked out and how long they can live on land. I was like, oh no, this is weird right here. This is hold on, who would do this?
I know you saw them octopus crawl out the water and go right up into the forest, and then they show them crawling back in. You can put an octopus. I know y'all saw these videos. You can put a octopus in a jar, right? Put a goldfish in another jar, right? Put them in a box or a fish tank, right? The octopus is gonna unscrew the top from the jar from the inside.
Mhm. Yep.
Come out, unscrew the top of the jar where the goldfish at. Go in, get the goldfish, get out, and crawl right out the fucking tank. This is you got the top screwed on, and you got it in another cage. It's food before it just leave and escape. It's like, let me get this goldfish though before I cut out. This how smart
Mhm.
octopuses is, man.
Man, they got the thing is you got to realize the ability their ability of what they have. They have suction cups, and these suction cup can act like how a screw is to how a screw is to a bolt, or a screwdriver is to a screw, or
Right.
a wrench to a bolt.
But to have the
So
intelligence to know this contraption I'm in, I gotta turn the top. I don't push it up. I know I gotta turn it counterclockwise or whatever way to get out. And they do it quick. It ain't like they be in there forever. 3 hours,
right.
2 days went by. No, you put them in there. They're like, get the fuck out of here. Get this shit off me. They brilliant, man. That's why people don't have octopuses in their house. They almost impossible to keep in a tank.
Mm-hmm.
In case you got solid glass, nothing in it. You got any opening, their body can squeeze up like mice and rats and shit. They can go through little holes and shit. It's crazy, bro.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy. Look up them motherfuckers. They say octopuses. I don't believe in no meteors or nothing, but I was just show you I've been watching my shit. They say octopuses hit the water and they was shit inside meteors. You know what I'm saying? Sort of like bugs inside meteors, and when that shit went into the water, not the shit that hit the land, they escaped that way. You know what I mean? And that's how we got octopuses and squids and shit, and jellyfishes and shit. They saying that's not even natural for our waters and shit.
Mm.
See, they don't got fucking scales and none of that shit.
I don't know, but they so smart. So it's like if if they not supposed to be here and they so smart, and it's like because you have all sorts of species on this land that have a incredible amount of intelligence. Because the squid don't really have that much intelligence, but you have other species with even greater intelligence as well. You know
A squid know how to spray that goddamn ink out.
that part too.
That's insane. Life is so deep. This what I be trying to tell people about the Most High. This shit is deep. This shit ain't got nothing to do with just no human, no man and woman. This shit deeper than
No,
that.
it ain't got nothing to do with just good and bad. It got something to do with all this shit.
Hell
The
yeah.
magic, the good,
Now,
the
like
evil.
Jesus got to do with man and woman. Like there's stuff, you know, like the Bible is not the Most High. The Bible is about man and woman and animals and the earth and all that. The Most High is so it's everything. You know what I mean? It's plankton.
Mhm.
It's fucking it's got down coral reefs. It's got down sea monsters. It's it's buoyancy bubbles. It's so intricate, man, that it's insane. I don't think our fragile mind could even process this shit. That's all I'm saying.
Let me just blow your mind.
Right.
Yeah,
I
It's
agree.
a will. It's a will in the middle of a will.
that's why they
That's all I'm
say
gonna say.
I'm a man of God. That's what that's. I'm a man of God. Like it's so much shit of God. I'm a man. That's a such and such of God. That's a such and such of. That's a. I'm just a man of God. You see what I'm saying? And that's how deep it is. Everything comes from God or the thought of God. So even when you see a plastic bowl and you thought of it, good luck with that one. God gave you the ability to think, so it's still his fucking bowl, even if you even if you made it.
Mm-hmm. That part. Now I gotta sit here for an hour.
You said y'all got there too fast.
Yo, I gotta wait for this. I don't wanna wait for my car, but I'm just like, I didn't even know this was the plan, but I'm here now, so I could just be on the live with y'all until we get through building.
Oh yeah, kick your feet up on the dashboard.
I'm in this office.
Oh, oh, okay.
I'm inside the waiting area, but I'm cool though.
Ugh. Hey. So, anybody come with any questions?
I got another question about these snakes. So, you were talking about the eel being a water. And no, you guys talked about the eel, and you talked about snakes that are in the water. I didn't hear some of the conversation because I wasn't listening or dropped off or whatever. But as far as snakes go, is the anaconda really a water snake?
Mm.
Anaconda is not technically a water snake, but anaconda can survive in the water for a certain amount of time.
Okay,
Yeah,
got
like
it.
a wet marsh thing. Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, at the end of the day, it's about your environment, and they basically like Amazon goes, and those that's where it's like equal of land and equal of water. So I guess they develop over the years to learn how to swim or survive in the water as well.
I don't like snakes. I'm afraid of
all
them.
snake
I'm
all
afraid
snake
of them. That's why
go ahead,
I'm
go ahead.
afraid of them.
They're not the same. All of them, like they have, the different species. They act differently, especially in the wild. The snakes that you mostly see on like TV or videos and stuff are just like they're like venomous snakes. They're the snakes that like don't want to be fucked with because it's like you're coming in my land, you're fucking with me, and why? You're flashing cameras in front of my face. You're hurting my eyes, and why? So yeah, they're terrified. So they're very defensive, especially when you're coming, and disrupting, their day. That's just like you having a picnic, and the president comes like, "Hey, let's have an interview," and starts flashing pictures in front of you. It's like, "Hey, what's this? Da da da."
This is why I
What's
don't like StreamYard.
it's disruptive, it's uncomfortable. So when they get inside of an uncomfortable situation, just as humans, we react. We really have to understand that, because if you had a bum that was coming next to you that was like, "Hey, can I get a quarter, a dollar?" And you probably like, "Well, no, sorry, I don't have change on me or bill." And then he keep fucking with you and da 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 and just keep fucking with you. You're gonna get agitated. You're gonna get uncomfortable. You're gonna get agitated, and you're gonna start firing up. That's the same way they are. They just have a different way of doing it, or they have maybe have a short span of doing it, or just have the sense of not taking any bullshit and don't want to be fucked with. It's automatically what it comes down to. But again, you show them respect, you show them love, you give them space, you let them know that yes, I may be in your area. I'm just here to make amends. See you, kind of like what the crocodile hunter did. Prime example. He showed you some wild snakes, but he didn't really try to invade in their area as if he was like, "Oh, I'm taking you away. I'm doing this, or we're gonna do this." Yeah, he had some videos where we went out and he was going to catch snakes for a purpose, of course. But when you was getting a lesson taught by snakes and how to react when you see this type of snake, it wasn't, no, he was putting them in danger or making them feel uncomfortable. He was still showing them respect. And that's the thing, when you see a lot of, and I'm sorry to say this, but it's true, you see a lot of just white people that's just out there doing this shit for fun or doing this shit to get views or whatnot, that it's a game to them. These motherfuckers have names for them and all this other shit. When something happens, now it's the animal fault. No, you came in shoving cameras in their face and fucking with their sleep, fucking with their cubs, or whatever the case may be. And now you get mad at the reaction because you fucked with somebody that didn't want to be fucked with. So in a sense, when that shit happens to you, like when a white person happened, like we all had these different situations where we had a crazy ass white person fucked up, fucked around with us. It's the same shit. The same shit. It doesn't, like, we have to understand, like, you are part of the animal kingdom. What you go through, they go through too. It's just in a different way. Just like when I believe something different, Nikki believes something different, or Godbody believes in something different, or um God is strange believe in something different. You know, still, we're still the same species talking about the same shit. So regardless if it's a dog, regardless if it's a cat, a lion, a jaguar, a snake, a water monitor, a iguana, it doesn't matter. You still have the same thing that's going on within their kingdom, because we're a part of this. Don't your dog show you when it's sad? Don't your dog show you when it's hungry? Didn't you show your mother when you were sad? Didn't you show your mother when you was hungry? or your wife or your husband. Like, come on, it's the same, you know. Shout out to my brother Corey Robichaud is in the building. What? It's my military brother right there.
Nikki says, drop the link.
Yeah, yeah. All right, got you.
Trying to think, was it last night that Cook was talking about binary sons, or who I was talking about with it? That was the picture I had of it in my display.
Don't say that again.
So I forget who I was talking with last night, but we were talking about binary sons. And I guess my display picture right now is an image of it.
Yep. Bro, Quentin's in the building. What's good, brother? Squid's in the building. What's good, brother? Got Strange just popped up. What's good, goddess? And you got Bro Cook in the building as well. Y'all need to hit that link. Don't be a chatter.
I want to ask y'all something too.
What's up?
Do y'all remember in Florida, it was a cassowary bird that ended up killing the owner? It was like a year ago. He is an exotic bird. I know you heard of it. It stands at like 5 feet tall.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it just killed the owner. And I'm like, why would the bird kill the owner? What was he doing to the bird or making the bird do that the bird just didn't like? That's what I was thinking
Right.
when I heard the story. Because if you're feeding somebody, why would they want to kill you?
Exactly.
He was abusing the bird in
And
some weird way.
he's probably doing something crazy
He
today
was abusing that
because
bird.
right. I mean, I all I can say is I just I just show love to my animals and I give them, just the proper care. Hopefully it's the proper care and they're happy. That I mean and I it's like I don't see that or see them even opposing a threat like that. I'm not saying they're not capable, and I'm very careful with them, but it's a whole different experience,
If
when
you
you're
be
doing the
mean
right
to
thing.
a, oh, sorry.
When you're doing the right thing, when you start, when something's going wrong when an animal attack, because you have to think, how many times do you really hear an animal really sitting there attacking when something is obviously gone wrong,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because I mean, if that would be the case, then all these animals that's in this country would be at an attack invasion, like,
Yep.
you know
It'd be the wolf pack. Every animal would team up and just be like, get him.
exactly, because they can communicate silently. So it's like
Yep.
it would have been more an invasion. What's good, Corey?
They got like all our abilities and they walk up to the situation, they assess it, and that's the level of respect they bring to it. Same as you do with any human. If you go up to them with disrespect and you're just like, oh, I'm going to take a look at this thing, yeah, you're probably going to get snapped at.
Right. They be trying to make shit all interesting. Oh, the name is Thelma, and she's 3 years old. And I'm like, come on, you got a
One bite of
name
this
for it?
spider.
I thought you wasn't even coming
That's
back.
the
I was
best
just
where he's
thinking
like,
about you.
one drip of venom will kill me. So I'm just let it crawl all over myself.
I need to pay you
It's
about
like,
what? I need to pay
that's
you.
why
We went
I
downtown.
it was
Sorry.
for me. it no, you good. That's why, like, for me, it was more like, who's giving this information? How are you handling the this animal, and what type of information are you giving while you're handling this animal? So that led me to the one person I can only really trust when I see something going on with the animal, and that was the crocodile hunter, because he taught you shit. And not even just that, like, he properly did things respectfully, and it was just like, huh? You see anybody else, it's not, now it's a whole different ball game. Like, you got names for these motherfuckers, their whole career, and they just came out of the wild. Now that led me to think, when I start seeing these videos, that, oh, I see a fence. So are you just going to an animal park, or are you really in the wild?
Well, like the crocodile hunter, it was
See,
just a big giant nature preserve, so he was in the wild, even though it was kind of like they're looking after the animals a little bit more than in the wild.
mm-hmm.
And that
Yep,
murder
he was.
hornet guy, that guy was a clown. I watched that video late last night. I was like, man, where did they pull this tool from? Murder hornets, get the fuck out of here.
Crocodile hunter, he went worldwide. He didn't just stay in Australia. He went worldwide.
Yep. He did
He
such a
wasn't
good job. Now his kid's doing it.
right. He
Like that's
wasn't.
skills.
He wasn't in your local zoo. Yeah, that's right, Cook. Gotta love the animals, man. I love the animals as well. They teach so much. Animals and kids teach so much if you just sit there and pay attention. You got to realize you don't have to say nothing. Just sit there and shut the fuck up and pay attention. You could just learn so much. What's good, Strange? How you doing, Goddess?
Hey, peace, guys. Cypher, how you doing today?
I'm great. I'm great. I'm great. I can't complain.
That's what's up. I see this. I am. I saw your video. We're gonna. I guess you were just showing us where we're going to be meeting when we come out there. Is that correct?
Oh yeah.
Okay, that's what's up. Sticky things. I'm not sure you are. Love to all my sisters. I saw Sister Nikki. I saw my
Beach.
sister Beach is better. Or whatever. So, is this a confession? Because I have a question for you, Mr. Cyphers.
Say that again.
I have a question for you, Mr. Cyphers, and
Okay.
it's been boiling, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
So, one, if you're a choreographer, if you've taught dance, you know that some. Well, let's ask you this first. Is it true that some talents just can't be taught?
Facts.
Okay. So based upon the pajama jam, it's safe to say that um, certain undulations can't be taught as well. You know what I'm trying to get? I'm just digging at it. I don't even really have a question. It's not
Are you
even
talking
going
about the other
anywhere.
snake?
I have not forgotten. Yes, I am.
Hey, what word did you just say though? Say that again, man. Certain what?
SJC's talking about the other
Undulations.
snake.
That's the code.
Because that's
Yeah.
some. I saw some choreography that one does not. That you just can't teach. You just can't pick up on it unless you have it in your nature. So I don't even know where I'm going with it. I'm just digging at. Like I said, I'm just digging at it. I can't help it. Let me figure out a question so I can hem you up with it. Give me a minute because I'm having flashbacks.
Like you hemming yourself up with these questions.
I have a flashback. You fucked me up with my mental process. Okay. Excuse me. How about Sir Drop? Let me just go ahead and go on mute and just
I better go get that video, man. The way y'all talking, they might take it down or something. I'm about to go upload that video. I'm
leave
stripping
it
off.
alone.
No,
Just
I
We
let
don't
ain't
it
want to see
alone.
that, sir.
going to the archive. I keep my
Just let
archive.
it. Just let it alone. Let it alone.
Yeah, all right. It's gonna be watch soon as somebody's page or something get took down or anything like that. Boom, we still got the videos. No, when
So
y'all
there'll
see
be more. There will be more. I'm sure we're gonna have a house party again because we see how fun everybody was just over there just having fun. That's all it was. Like that was so cool. Cause like it's weird. Our community, like we said, like we have all the not. We got a lot of knowledge bases over here too. But it just seems like we have a lot of thespians and abstract talents over here as well. You have singers, rappers, musicians, dancers, all that over here. DJs right over here. So that was like why I found it so cool too. Like we're getting to know each other better, and I appreciated that. That was it was so fun. Peace unto Nikki and my beach is better. We're doing that. And in this I am, we saw his beautiful land or his properties today and what he got going on out there. That's a beautiful thing. So there's a lot of gifting like over here amongst ourselves, which we call and we named what our soul family. You see what I'm saying? It was cool.
Yeah, it's way more productive to show real life
you
because then you
know,
can see everybody's knowledge in action, not just as an intangible theoretical realm.
Facts.
That was cool. And I saw, and you got I was studying the nice privacy fence too. This I am. So, I made this a nice privacy fence you got there too.
Dude, I hate that thing.
So,
There used to be another security fence there, but I had like a row of hedges, and like my grapefruit tree was 15 feet tall. All the hedges were 15 feet tall, and they cut all the tree line down so they could put the new ones
aw,
in with the slots that block the view.
how
Yeah,
long
so
does it
it's
take a grapefruit tree to get tall?
that one took about 4 years to get up to that height from a baby.
Okay.
It was like a hybrid clone. It was supposed to be one of those. I forget the name of it. It was like a pink grapefruit variety, but it stays kind of smaller, like an orange size. And then after
Okay.
a couple of months of messing with it, I was able to pollinate it with something else, and that changed the plant's genetics, so it started growing bigger again instead of staying as a dwarf bush.
damn, so the bees do pollinate different fruits, or is that some type of?
Bees pollinate everything, but if you take a pollen sample, you can pollinate anything yourself. You just have a little dust brush and
So damn, this
deposit it.
hornet shit might be some real shit. See, I'm still on this hornet shit, killing the bees and pollinating the goddamn fucking with the pollen, and they say it's gonna give us a food shortage if these murder hornets kill these bees. And I'm on the fence of is it fake or real. I thought it was fake 10 minutes ago, but by you saying that, I'm back on shit. I gotta watch some more videos and read some more articles and shit, cause this shit weird.
Well, it's like
It's weird.
the African killer bees were. Remember when they made them back in the 80s?
Yep.
And everybody's, oh, the African killer bees are coming, they're gonna come. And then winter came, and it's like, well, that's the end of the African killer bees. They can't get into North America anywhere because the weather. So
See?
unless it's some
Also,
kind
the
of
weather saves us. That makes so much sense. Go ahead, though.
yeah, like so unless they've made some kind of hybrid out of all North American bees, it's never gonna work. And there's not really any aggressive North American bee species. So bees are like snakes. They're really peaceful. People get stung, so they get a weird misconception in their head that bees are just out to sting you. It's not the case at all.
Yep. Bees don't be fucking with me like they be. I guess when people be acting crazy or how they be acting crazy, I'll just be chilling.
I just slowly walk away.
Do you know what they saying about the Morgan Hornets?
Nothing.
That's it.
Yep,
Oh, go ahead.
it's just the way you react to stuff. That's why.
Yeah.
Oh, no, go
You
ahead.
react like
I ain't
that,
know.
then they gonna chase you and sting you. And sometimes you don't have to be doing nothing. They just sting people. I got stung sitting minding my business, but I did have on the gold Lakers shorts that day. And it stung me through the Lakers shorts. It was gold. So that's how I got stung.
Mm.
You're attracted to
That's
that
that's
color.
some. Yeah, I've been
Hi,
stung only
baby.
once in my whole life. How you doing, sister girl? I had so much fun the other night.
I know it was so lit. Like I did not want to leave y'all. I'm serious. I was
It
like, oh
was
my
getting late. Nah, it was you had because we would have fucked around and you know what I mean. Everybody would have been, we
doing
had
some
so much
more
fun.
crazy
I'll
stuff,
be
huh?
there
We
if
had
you
fun
do
though.
it. If you do it on the weekend, like it's a club night, I'll definitely will. I'll cut it on for the people. Cause Christmas, God Cyphers and I gotta have a dance battle or whatever.
On
Cause he out there trying
on
to
Saturday night.
create children. Uh huh.
Okay. She said he is trying to create something. He was creating something. Hmm. Somebody's like that. They knew it was a God after that.
Right.
Who said
Y'all knew
that?
it was a God.
You,
Somebody
Who would
said
have
something like
said
that.
that?
you.
Yeah, you.
Because I saw creation.
Exactly.
I saw
Yeah.
creation and movement. I understand how to link things together.
Hey, we can't live this down. This is about the third time I done talked about this today.
Oh,
Now let
Yeah.
me stop.
no, we had a great time. And you up there outside, you moved too, nigga. It was just so much fun. It's so much because we really are getting to be like a real like family. And I was just
Yeah,
saying, I love how all of us have our own little talent and we come
it's fun.
together and it's cool. This is like the artistic, what do you call it? Artistic consciousness community over here.
Yeah,
Mhm.
exactly.
That was so cool. And then you still waiting on your track that Cyphers ain't there. Because I don't know, I've had all kinds of levels of creative after I seen what I seen that evening. I went and wrote a
I'm
poem.
thinking too. My mind's going. My mind's going
Yeah,
so fast right now.
I wrote a poem. I sang some songs. We just
So
had a
you got
great
lust
time.
in your heart.
I lust for unity.
Right.
That's all. I'm just happy to see the people together. Smart ass.
I've been trying to do it too. That's all I've been doing is trying to keep the people together. You can ask Drop. That's all I've been trying to do is keep everybody together, get everybody on the right page, stop
Yep.
everybody from arguing all this whole damn time.
Right.
Well, you did a great job that night. That was cool. And not everybody's
Chris,
done that. And yeah,
Yeah.
that was
I got a question
fun.
for you, man. Let's talk about something.
What's up? What's
That's
the
what
question?
families do.
Hey, so what do you think about
Okay.
humanity and where we're gonna
This
evolve from here?
confessions?
Like
How?
say the whole world did change like we think it's gonna, and it gets better, right? And then people are able to continue to evolve. What do you think about all these premonitions and like?
Oh man, I can't hear y'all again.
Yeah, you probably can't hear him.
I can hear
Um,
He's a
you.
little low, sis. He's a little low, sis. But I can hear
I can
him.
hear strange.
hold on, real quick. All right, go ahead, Corey.
Yeah, so I don't really know how to say it, but like the evolution of humanity, where you think it's gonna go in the next 20 to 40 years. I mean, we've talked about it in person before about how humans ain't as evolved as they will be. You know what I mean? So you think we're gonna get? Because I've been getting these premonitions like crazy, bro. You know what I mean? Like they've been coming to me in dreams and then like becoming reality. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm. Well, well, as evolution, as that standpoint, well, like I said before, I don't think we're going to evolve. We're going to devolve because we've been devolving since,
Facts.
for a long time, and then our life been based off, this new age technology, and the technology haven't really taught us anything in with life itself. but it distracted us from it.
Right.
So if we keep following that, it's going to be hard to evolve itself.
But I opened the question with, what if that stopped and we started to like becoming a good humanity again, and we're doing what's right, like the animal kingdom, you know, like we all come together and we start trying to evolve as a humanity. We get rid of this bullshit, because I don't even want to talk about these criminals out there, man. But
Hmm.
they on some other shit. But
Yeah, well, then we're back to nature. We're back to how things were, you know used to be or naturally
right,
be. We won't have to go by this system or the constructs that's been put on us to
yep,
let us know that that this was life all along, nature, the same thing they turned us from. And I think great things will happen after that. Information will be more freely. You'll have better, or not better, but you have more people that have the opportunity to invent things, or um create things freely to better lives itself. Not as far as just technology itself, but things that'll benefit humanity. And I think that's ultimately the goal from anybody. I don't care what you are, what you believe, how you live, what color you are. You ultimately want to better humanity itself. So I think once we get back to that nature standpoint, we'll come back to that same accord, and we'll prevail, from there.
right,
I can't really say, how things would be at that point, because we never really been at that point at a personal experience. But I'm waiting to see that day.
right. Yeah, I hope so, man. 'Cause this shit ain't working out for me.
And I
Yeah.
would have said I would have answered exactly the
So
same
how's
as
all the little ones
Cypher's.
doing?
Like, hmm.
How's all your little
Oh
What'd
no,
you
ones
say,
I
doing?
was
Corey?
going. Uh oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. No, I heard you. Go ahead, Queen.
Oh no, I was gonna piggyback over here. I would have answered exactly the same as you. I see just a consistent de-evolution until everything's brought back to like ground zero. For right now, I feel like there's a purge going on, physically and financially, and if you're not able to sustain, you know what I mean? You're gonna go under. So that's why I say I think we're on a constant de-evolution right now until we get back to our ground zero, and then maybe we can try to rebuild. Because I was just speaking. That's so weird. I was just speaking yesterday, asking my mother about what about me, George Jetson. We're supposed to have cars that fly and shit, right? What happened to all that? Instead, we're worried about people like not starving and going hungry and stuff. What happened? Um, but yeah, I think once things stabilize, we might be able to go forward. But I don't see it happening without the people actually coming to an agreement and being on one accord for something. Because we can get back stable, but if we're still at odds with the government, and the government is able to tell you you got to go home and lock the door, you know what I mean, and the kids are out of school, then we're still gonna have confusion. But we'll just see if the people, and they're doing it in some places. That's why you have all these protests going on, because the Constitution just starts, "We the people." Okay, so it's our shit. Okay, and we elected you to protect our shit. That's all we elected you for. You're a public servant. So we'll see what happens. We shall see, but that's my answer. I'm going on mute.
That's what's up. Anybody else want to elaborate on that this time?
I can't even hear nobody.
I see it as the way they actually did show it to us. It is the Jetsons, but it's also the Flintstones at the same time. The elites are going to be the Jetsons. They're going to have that technology, and they're going to separate themselves and raise themselves above the masses to the point where they can never try to catch up again. That's what they've told us in their books. It's in the Bible. That's how they spell it out in Revelation. God will have his kingdom, and everybody that doesn't want to get with the program stuck outside the city wall. So I just see it's more divisive programming.
Mm-hmm.
That's the kind of the grain of salt you got to add to everything. If the end result is some kind of disconnection or some kind of destruction, and there's no renewal to it, it doesn't really seem like God, because it doesn't follow the pattern in nature. Where there's destruction, there's regrowth. It's like governments and societies have all kind of tooled themselves to where when they destroy, that's it. It's just dead.
Right.
Cannot be
I agree.
redone. Everyone can change it if we just get more and more. It's all the below average. We got to get their vibrations up to the point where they can't fall back anymore. I think it's like a natural curve to it where you have to kind of crest over one peak, and that's your initial bump into life. And some people just never make that first hill.
That's what's up.
I do agree. And fear is real, and now we're in trouble because now they saw
Y'all
that
not
they
gonna
can
believe what
say
happened.
something and scare a whole nation. Say
Can you
What
guys
yes,
happened?
hear me?
Hold on. What happened, Nikki?
Somebody else is talking.
Yeah, Strange was
go
talking.
ahead, Queen. Go ahead,
The
Queen.
reason why I didn't even can't hear it. Why I can't hear her?
Oh
Oh man,
man, I don't.
sorry.
Hold on. I'm gonna put you out and I'm gonna put you back in.
Chris, recycle me too, man. I can't hear nothing.
All right. Can everybody hear me?
Yep.
I can hear you.
Mm.
Mic check. Can you
I
hear
can
me,
hear
Sister
the one with the
Nikki?
blue. Strange.
Can you hear me?
I can't hear Strange.
That's weird.
Yeah, she can't hear Strange.
It's all good. I can hear her. I just
I
I
hear
got her
everybody.
speak. I'm listening. I'm
Go ahead and
listening.
say what you was gonna say, Nikki. She said, go ahead and say what you're gonna say. She can hear you."
I'm mad because I can't hear her, but the reason why I thought I couldn't hear you guys is because my phone was Bluetooth to the car. So the people that was doing something to my car can hear everything you guys were saying. They was like, "Is that the radio?" I said, "It's the show. It is." Must have been interested in what was being said
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
because they didn't try to change it. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I mean?
Right.
Right on.
That's weird.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody
And I
try.
wouldn't have known.
Mm-hmm.
They said they thought it was the radio.
Somebody try to connect your Bluetooth.
And then I walked out to get something, and that's when he said, "You want me to unhook you to the Bluetooth?" I said, "Oh, that's what's going on." I hadn't even thought about it.
Mm-mm. That's that Bluetooth for you.
That car
You think
Bluetooth do act a little
you think it
funny.
was some trickery stuff?
Yeah.
It's that
Because
5G, man.
because the thing is when I don't care who you are, you know the name of your phone and you know what you're linking your phone to by via Bluetooth. So unless like when you get your phone, your phone is basically damn near the name of you. And so when you connect to a Bluetooth device, the Bluetooth device is usually going to pop up the iPhone and the name with it. So it's like, come on, you know what you connecting your Bluetooth to. It's very, very, very simple. All you have to do is connect your Bluetooth device. I mean, connect your device to your phone via Bluetooth, and you see how easy it is, and you see how your name and your stuff pop up on your phone. And you gotta think about it, everything's electrical in cars now, so it's not dumb. It's smart, quote unquote. What they say, it's smart. So
Hey,
people got these smart devices but acting dumb. That's stupid. I don't know. Somebody knew what they was doing, and if they knew that they was on a different device, they would have literally immediately hopped off and then connected to their device. So that
Chris, I don't think you get it. That's not what happened.
oh, what happened?
I said my phone was still connected to my own car. So that's why I kept getting in and out from you guys because it kept going, connecting, reconnecting back to my Bluetooth in my car. Because I have Bluetooth
oh,
phone. And if I'm close enough, it's going
Oh,
to keep connecting.
I
yeah,
thought
you gotta hit your Bluetooth button on your
yeah,
phone.
you
Yeah, you gotta
got.
cut that off.
I thought you were saying somebody else connected. I was like, oh shit, somebody got your Bluetooth. Because that
That's
do
way
be
different.
happening sometimes. But yeah, all right, I see now. You got me.
No, I think they heard what we was talking about. And they was like, oh, we thought it was the radio.
Mm-hmm.
That's how tight we are. That's all I was trying to say.
Uh-huh. Oh,
We are the radio.
we are.
Exactly. The new communication.
The new
Right.
media.
Yep.
Well, let's rewind. Yep. I yeah, you Bluetooth. Yeah, you gotta hit the Bluetooth button. But all right, cool.
Facts checked.
You
Bluetooth.
better keep me in line. That's what I'm talking about.
My allergies is jacked up today, man. It's so hot. I
Um,
don't like being
It
outside
is
like
it
this.
is hot as hell. Is it
I
what's
do, but
it
I
in? Is
don't.
it in the 80s? Oh, she can't hear me. I forgot.
It's
Damn it.
83 right here.
yeah, it's in the 80s.
And I'm in the desert, so y'all know how much it is
Hot
where
out
I'm at.
there, hot and stuffy. Mm. That's a different type of heat from fucking LA.
I know, I love LA. It's a nice breeze and stuff. It don't feel like that. Man, when you get out here and in Vegas, it's over.
Right. You ain't lying.
You can't breathe. That's that you can't breathe
Vegas is another
type of
whole
heat.
heat system. It's like Texas. It's a whole different heat.
Mhm.
Oh my god.
So
And
the
then
heat down here, the heat down here is rude, and the sun lean on your ass out here. You can't run from it. You can't hide.
that happened in Vegas too, especially when you try to drink.
Yup.
For
That shit,
real, for real.
like nope, nope. Like
You feel great, and then you just walk out the front door, and it's like, "Pew."
fuck. Be the worst mistake in your life.
Can't even breathe in this motherfucker.
It's crazy. It's crazy. Uh oh.
Who turning up?
Somebody turning up for real.
Somebody else? Is everybody okay? Is anybody in danger?
Who's on Martin Luther King?
Anybody do
Oh,
that
we got.
video yet?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because I'm gonna be
What
on.
video?
Nobody.
I haven't.
Mhm.
There's just no Martin Luther King here. I
Yeah,
have to go to
so
LA for it.
yeah, there's no MLK over there. He got to come down here. Don't worry about it. This I got you on that.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, we sure do. Thank you for
I
that
can't believe it's
reminder.
not one like
Yeah.
this is because they have them everywhere.
Hmm.
I might roll on the one I got today.
I got one check minded that evening. I forgot about the MLK challenge. That's what's up. Forgot about that.
Mm-hmm.
Is somebody talking? It's quiet.
Oh no, strangers talking.
I gotta go because I
Oh
gotta be
no,
able to
I
hear.
want to hear my sister.
Yeah, yeah. Just
I
back
want
out.
to be able to talk to my sister. See, can she reload? Yeah.
And she gonna come back in.
All right. I want to talk to my sister. So, based on the knowledge that I've acquired in these last few days, Mr. Cyphers, are you sure the only children that you have are those cobras or constrictors over there? Are you positive?
They're not constrictors. They're just ball pythons. They're fine.
Okay, your pythons. But let's get to the meat of the question.
Can you say that? Can you say the
Are there
question?
any little ciphers running around that we're unaware of?
Oh no, all of them are locked. All of them are locked up.
Okay. I'm talking about any with a
And it,
couple of legs. Hey, Sister Nikki, can you hear me now?
I
Yes.
can hear you.
Good. I
Okay.
was getting pissed off. Like, I want to talk to my sister. They would have,
See, that's what I'm saying.
Yes, ma'am.
Yep. Yep.
So,
Yep.
So,
based on the information you found out these past few days, is the last thing I heard you say.
what is that?
Oh, you said based on the information that I've been
Oh,
something about the past few days.
I'm sorry.
She wants you to repeat your
I'm
question.
not going to repeat it now because now I'm embarrassed.
So
Oh,
basically, she was asking me, do I have any snakes rolling around freely right now? And I
Or
was like, no, I don't.
any little ciphers, like whether they be, snakes that have entangled themselves or just based upon the undulations that we saw. Are there any children with two legs or
Oh no, I don't have no,
oh.
okay.
not yet, not yet, not yet.
Okay. All right, that's what's up.
Give me about 2 years.
What about you, Desayam? Do you have children?
Yes, he do.
Yes, I do.
I bet you do. You look like you just might.
I
Where
got
they
a.
at?
I have an 18-year-old daughter, 15-year-old
Mhm.
son. They live on the East Coast with their mom, and I
Okay,
just
okay.
got my 5-year-old.
Yeah, his 5-year-old was on cam the other night.
Yes.
Oh, that's what's up.
Bam, like a champ.
How about you, Sister Nikki? Do you have children? I don't think you
What's
do. Do
up,
you?
champ?
I do.
Oh, do you? Where? How old are
I
they?
do.
Hey, look at little
Um,
Miss Junior.
then I'll be telling my age.
Hey,
Then I'll be telling my age.
He's cutting his bread with
You
scissors.
look good. It don't matter. You pretty.
Mhm.
Your age is
That's what's
It
up.
just doesn't. Man, I got children that's y'all age.
really.
How old are you?
I'm 34.
Yeah, how old are you?
That was right
No, my son
behind
is
me.
not quite 34. My son is 30. My oldest son is 30. My next to the oldest is 29.
Mhm.
Mm.
And then I have a 26-year-old and a 24-year-old.
Oh wow.
You
That's
mama.
what's up.
And, and that's 2 girls and 2 boys.
Oh, right on.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Right on.
I'm gonna get there one day. As soon as I find the right one, I'm gonna contribute. I'm gonna contribute to the population of the melanation. But I
Oh,
gotta have the right one first. We can't just,
exactly.
You got to get
you
the
know
right
what I mean? I don't
information.
want to do it by myself. So we gonna find the right one. So
Right. Same
That's
here.
why I think I'm so cool because I got my kids. That my kid. Look at the ages of my kids and me, and you can tell how I got some of the stuff that I got
mhm,
from
mhm,
them. From them, I
mhm,
learned a lot
mhm.
from them.
Yeah, you was. I saw you swagging over there. You even hit a swag. You don't even know you were doing one of our moves that we do down here. You hit a swag at one point. You didn't even know it.
Yes, I did. I made this stuff up. I'm the god of
See?
all this.
See? See? Like, nah, boo boo. I made it.
Wait, you
That's
know
what's
what trips
up.
me out? You know what really trips me out when I see my son dance?
Mm-hmm.
He got some of my swag with him.
See?
Even though he a dude, that's just how he's, especially when I was his age. So
See, and it's good. It's so
it's all
great. Like,
done.
I talked to my
No rolling
mom
down
all
the windows.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. If you see any little dots or anything, don't worry. Just give them a little bit of time to disappear.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you.
All right. All
uh,
right, I'm sorry, y'all.
I know you good. But no, that's what's up. And I take joy and I like laugh because I find myself doing things that like my mom like does or used to do or whatever. And I find myself doing it. Yeah, that's an honor. It's a badge.
That's
Yeah,
genetics.
so, and my daughter, oh my God, she is
Mm-hmm.
just another me.
See, and it was fun. Like I said, like there's all kinds of things I used to laugh at her for, and then now I'm like, well, damn, because I find myself doing it now. You know what I mean? So I'm like, oh my God, I know I didn't just, you know what I mean? It's a good feeling, but it's like yeah, that's what's up. Yeah, I'm very close to my mother. What happened to Sir Jot? I thought Sir Jot was just up here.
You was.
Hmm. When you gonna put your cornrows in? This I am.
What's up?
Yeah, you heard me. I said, when you gonna put your cornrows in? This I am. You can go to Sister Nikki. She'll do them
Never.
for you. Why
Oh my
not?
god.
I
I would
think
look
that'd be
crazy.
adorable.
I would look crazy.
No, you wouldn't. Like, just get them the one straight back, or you can get little designs. And...
He'll look like Jay from Jay and Silent Bob.
Oh god, man. That would be horrible.
Yeah,
I
oil?
don't even like my hair now. Shit.
I just no, you would give me like more like a Bone
Okay,
Thug
thank you.
vibe, just cause like I know you're cool. You know what I mean? So I wouldn't be offended if I seen you with them.
I feel like the predator.
Uh,
Like,
But
because that's
who's
how
to
it
say your
feels in my
face
hair.
ain't shaped like one now? So you just go ahead and let the hair follow.
You broke
Yeah,
up.
I high-side it. Don't get quiet. You're supposed to hit it back. This I am.
I missed one of the
Okay.
sentences, so it disconnects in my head. I don't know if it made that sense. I think you broke up in the middle of your middle sentence.
Oh well, never mind. I like your hair design. It's cool. I like it. And
I
here
mean,
goes Cypher
if
playing
you
with
want
his
to play with my
snake.
hair, you're more than welcome to.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch Cypher play with a snake.
Confessions.
You know, no, I'd love to play your hair when we have the powwow at your little at your abode there. Okay, remember what you said. You welcomed me to it.
You know?
What what is that? That's my niece, isn't that Cypher?
Yep.
This seems to be growing.
She is. She just shed it.
How much
She's
do they
pretty.
usually grow per shed? Is that like an inch or 2 inches?
She grew maybe like a half an inch.
Oh, right on.
Yeah, she's just she turned 7 months this month, I believe. Yeah.
Tell me why. Okay, so does anybody really have any authentic truth? Because I got so pissed off because I'm walking around chilling with Angel or whatever, and is it true or is it freaking not, because it sounds so stupid that dogs can get the COVID. Is this true? What is this?
No, it's not
It
true.
can't be. Like, I was just so weirded out
Not
by that.
it's not. They're trying to like I just like we've been saying. They're trying to relate it to every little thing right now. Ain't no
And it
dogs.
kind of offended me.
Ain't no
It
dogs
really offended
dying.
me. My
Ain't,
dog is not dirty.
yeah, there's no dogs dying with no respiratory system.
The dog ventilator.
Yeah, like it, and he doesn't like the mask. We took a picture with our mask. Cypher showed it. He doesn't like it. Okay, so I'm not going to require him to wear one. I'm not going to make him wear little doggy mittens so his feet don't touch the ground and all that shit. It's just getting stupid. You know, his little footsies. You know those little footsies? He doesn't like those either. He's a wolf
Right.
dog. He doesn't like that. He has his dew claws still. He doesn't, he's
He's a
not sneezing. So I'm just gonna assume. But yeah, they're closing like doggy daycares. Like they're still closed, most of them. And then the dog parks down here are still closed. And let me tell you what worries me. This I am, and I mean it. I like really, really mean it. When we open back up and we have to take the doggies back to doggy daycare,
yes.
they're going to have separation issues. There's going to be a lot of whining in those kennels. You know what I mean? Or maybe they'll be happy to, and maybe they'll calm each other down or something. But I feel like, you know what I mean? When you've been trapped in your house with your dog for like 2 and 3 months, your dog and, yourself, there's a special bonding that I would like to think happens.
Oh yeah.
As you see Cyphers, over there with the snake, that's how I love my doggy. Like, I'm always fucking with him, always playing with him.
It'll be an
But
adjustment
sometimes,
period
yeah.
because you got it
So
like
now you're going to make the dog have anxiety.
Well, it depends on the breed. I think if you have a smarter breed, it'll re-socialize quickly because it's not going to forget the learned traits as rapidly.
Well, yeah,
Like
but still,
a
though,
dumbass dog,
you know how they are, though. But you know how they
yeah.
are. They're going to be looking like, if they've been around you like 24/7 for a few months,
They could be
that's
hateful.
going to be hard.
Dogs would be like,
Yeah,
"What the
they're
hell
going to
is
be
this, man?"
upset.
Yeah, because you just been spending all your time. It'd be like, you just got a man and you've been in the honeymoon phase of the relationship, and then all of a sudden
Yeah.
it's like, "Well, see you
Sorry
tonight."
to say this. I'm sorry to cut you off. My fault. But how the hell we got 2 white guys with some flawless hair right now?
This dude looks like the motherfucker. Wait, what is your
Man.
name? Cause you look like dude. You look like dude from the lead singer of Tantric.
That's me.
Is that Tantric? Yeah, I think that's the band I'm thinking of. Correct? You've heard it
Yep.
before, right?
Sure.
Yep, that's you. Okay. Yeah, you know exactly what the hell I'm talking about. Mhm. Yeah. You got the little
Yeah.
No man
And
but
this
you.
one over here with his flawless. Well, fuck you guys, okay?
No man
How
bun,
about
no
that?
man romper,
Yo.
no skirts, no jorts, no onesies, no nunsies. None of that shit.
Right.
Not in my
Both y'all
time.
look like y'all was the part of the Rolling Stones.
For
I
real.
wish. They got some
He
rolling
looks
money.
like, yeah, he looks like that. Yeah, I see what's going on. Here. You're trying to take over. You're trying to take over with your hair. Like it's like you slept like that in a silk head wrap or something, and you were waiting for Cyber to go live, and you came on with your flawless ass fucking hair. Well, fuck you.
I sleep like Craig's sister, like this.
You know what I mean? Straight up, so you can be perfect for the live stream. Screw you guys.
Right. With good info.
That's what's up, though.
Strange
So I
camera
haven't
side,
met
though.
you, lead singer of Tantric. I haven't met you. What's your name?
I'm Corey.
Nice to meet you, Corey.
That's my military brother. Well, brother beyond military now, but yeah, that's family right there, man.
Business partner.
Nice to meet
That too. So like, for real.
I was thinking that's a nice microphone you got there, man.
I mean, you know, it came from Corey Studios. You know, we like to thank Corey Robichaud for this nice spirit.
That's what's up, Corey. Well, I'm glad to meet you. You're his brother, but I just want you to know I can be closer to God ciphers in ways that you can't be. I'm just playing. But anyway, nice to meet you, Corey.
Nice to meet you too.
That's what's up. Where is God body ass at?
He in the chat.
Bro, that's like the
Why
best
you
name
not
ever.
you not hitting the link? He was missing in the dance party.
No. He kicking back.
The party didn't announce to everybody.
All right, okay, cool. He doesn't. All right, cool. All right.
I didn't get the party alert till after the fact.
Let's just say this guy got the pass. Guy body got the pass.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Yeah. Are you? So, will you be coming to our next dance party, Corey?
Hell yeah, I'm down. Unfortunately, Chris forgot to mention that this was a thing. I just found it on YouTube. I was like, wait, I know this guy.
Man, I've been told you to come on YouTube.
Yeah, I wasn't listening. You know that.
Yep. It's all good.
I ain't even listening right now. See, I'm looking at my phone.
See what the military did to us?
Yeah.
Fuck that shit.
What's up, man?
Y'all not fucked up at all. I want to say I appreciate you, handsome brothers, today. Okay? I really do. Mm-hmm. Don't appreciate y'all. And the crazier, the better. Ooh.
She like it crazy.
She like it crazy.
That's cool. I do too.
I do.
Sing it strange. I like it raw.
I got a Rough Rider in the house.
Well, for real, you find a home around here, Corey. I hope you better not run neither. Whenever we have some, I expect to see you in the building. Your name will be called. If you are absent, I'm going to talk about your ass.
All right. I got you.
No, it's all love. Your disciples will explain it to you. It's nothing but love over here. We pick at each other sometimes, but, it's just love.
All the time.
Yeah.
We all
because ain't nobody a yes man over here. Ain't no yes man over here. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Fuck up if you want to.
Right. Drop was good.
Welcome back, Sir Drop.
Shit, cooling out. Cooling all the way up.
You got General Hospital playing in the background.
I had it playing in the background. That was matter of fact, that was one of them ID motherfucking shows where we show motherfuckers get like murdered and all that weird shit. Some of that shit be fake too, man. We watch it, you be like, man, come on. And they always die in April. Every single time. Watch that ID investigation. April 19th, April 18th, April 6th. I'm like, man, why everybody die in April? I don't know. I just catch everything that's not right. That's all I'm saying.
Right.
But you're not talking about what are you watching the news? Or you talking about First 48 or something?
It's something like First 48. It's called ID investigation.
Yeah.
Oh, I watched that before.
Yeah.
And everybody on there died in April. But it be some weird stuff. Some of that shit real because they done did one from my city that was real. But I don't know. Some of that shit be far-fetched. I be seeing people get accused of shit with like, man, how you just gonna prove that? And they always go to that DNA. We gotta believe in that DNA shit. Nobody know nothing about that. Well, we found this spit. Man, you can't say that's my spit. You can't say that's my blood droplet. I don't care what those scientists said. That's what they said. I say it ain't. You know what I mean? But sort of like on The Sopranos when he said, your fingerprints was on the gun. And then the Soprano dude looked at the prosecutor and said, not the prosecutor, but the detective, and said, well, I think you better get the fingerprint in everybody in the world to make sure I'm the only one with them I'm the only one with them fingerprints. Just because your print's on it don't mean somebody ain't got your print. They would have to fingerprint everybody. It can be like 5 hands that got the same print. You'll never know. So you know how that's fingerprints. Now imagine DNA. You don't got no say so on that. They can just come back out the lab and be like, he did it. Or come out the lab like, yeah, that's your baby. Man, they don't really be knowing if that baby ain't got some of your features. Get another confirmative blood test, goddammit.
Get the behavior, because the features can fool you a lot.
I don't know. It depends on if it runs through the family. Now, if it's just one of your little features, but I'm saying that all your family got big eyeballs. Your kid got big eyeballs. If she wasn't cheating with somebody with big eyeballs, that's probably that's a good 60-70% of the DNA.
Well, it just depends on the recessive traits present. If you have enough of the recessive traits present, it adds up and becomes a recessive dominant trait. So, like in my family, the majority of us have brown eyes, but then in my mom's little cluster, her and her twin both had blue eyes. My daughter has blue eyes. My grandma had blue eyes. I had blue eyes till I was 4, and then they changed around. And my son has blue eyes. So it's a recessive dominant that over time is becoming more dominant in my particular strain of the family branch.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're saying.
You know what I mean?
Like my stepson when he was little, and it used to be so funny, man. We used to walk up to people. He looked just like you. I'm like, shit, funny with that. I met him when he was already born. You know what I'm saying? It just, you right. You can't go off looks alone, but like if you got something that's, I'm talking about something that's a trait, like
bone structure,
big ass nose, or big ass lips, or big ass feet, or little ass hands, or big middle. You know what I'm saying? It's little shit that you just know, like, yeah, that's my boy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Oh, that's my girl. You know what I'm saying? It's the posture. Yeah. But you still need a test. I don't care. That shit will fool you. You can't go off no eye test. But I'm saying you still gotta believe the test. Now, what if the baby look exactly like you? She knows she ain't cheated, and then come back negative, and she start crying, saying, "I'm trying to tell you the test wrong." Then you go with science and leave your whole family, and that really was your kid. You see what I'm saying? So it's still that's why they only say 99.9. They'll never say this 100% yours. Because it can't be 100%. How could it? So they cover their own ass for the lawsuit. How the hell you can come back? Well, it only came back 76%. So you saying a little bit of my sperm made it in there? How did I have any percent?
Well, only one sperm makes it in.
Right. So how can you? It either should be 99% or 0%. But they had that middle thing that's like, well, it didn't reach high enough for it to be yours. And you like, how high did it reach? Well, it only reached to 38%, and that's like, okay, how is any of me in that big? Is what I'm saying. It should just be positive and negative. It shouldn't be no percentage game. It should be just like the pregnancy test. Bam, that's yours. Bam, it ain't. Not 99% chance. Well, we got to say chance. Y'all really telling me that y'all can't prove that that's basically, y'all only can prove it enough for me to have to pay child support or some shit like that. Yeah.
Exactly. It opens up the door for possibilities. So that way it leaves loopholes for the shady people. So they can be like, nah, that ain't my kid. And I can prove it and I ain't paying. That kind of nonsense.
Yeah, it's weird though. I wish I knew more about DNA and all of that. I'd straight be ignorant to what they saying. I don't know how they do it. I never studied videos. I never understood the science to it. I just can't understand how a microscope can dissect
Make your
your.
list of questions, dude. I
Huh?
took that shit in college. I said I took it in college. So if you got to make a list of questions,
Oh, I got questions. I'm
let me
saying,
know.
how can they trace your DNA through your ancestry and say you was related to Harriet Tubman or somebody
Because you have the
without
same
having his?
mitochondrial family DNA structure. So it's basically like every car has four tires, every car has a frame. And when you
Mhm.
look at the framework, you can tell, okay, this laboratory put together this frame and kept it running. Then they added on this brand's tires, or they added on this brand's bumpers.
Mm, now
It's
I
like the
get it.
ultimate mishmash. Every trait that is possible is possessed in everybody, and it's just a matter of numbers which traits you're going to exhibit. And when you
So
have
don't.
familial clusters like inbreeding, it doesn't have to be directly you're inbreeding with someone directly in your lineage. They can be removed out of your line for a couple generations, and it's still all the recessives and dominants are still there. So it's just a matter of reconstituting itself, and the
So
code will
would they have to have? Would they have to have the ancestor that they connected me to DNA to understand that that's the same DNA? Because they'd connect somebody to somebody before they was collecting DNA. You see what I'm saying?
The
Well, yeah,
the
once you have enough samples, you would have enough
the
samples where when you analyze it, you start seeing those patterns emerge, and that's how you would make the connection points. And the more connection points you have, the more provable it is. Like if you got 10 people saying, "Yeah, I saw this and this happened," it's believable. But if you got 2 million people that are all saying the exact same conclusion, then it's kind of hard to dispute it at that point.
And where are we getting to the let's prove it point?
the DNA tests are one. I mean, 0.0000001% correct. There's a lot of studies on the DNA test that even the people who obstruct the DNA test itself told will tell you that it's 1% accurate.
Yeah, because
Well,
there's so
that'll
much.
teach men. That should teach men how to practice dignity. Okay, because you can't. If you were protected in the first place, we wouldn't even be here today. So if you was barebacking, okay, now you put yourself in the line of questioning.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? Like it was
Got
consensual. You you
diaphragms.
you
They
you
got
bareback.
diaphragms. They got diaphragms. I'm just fucking
No
with
no
you.
no 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 no. Just don't even because I was getting ready to dig it. I was getting ready to 10 toes down. Nah, just don't. Be careful. Be careful. Don't just just rush into it and just don't give a damn and because now you're in a predicament. Because she might could have been with everybody up and down the lane. You don't know necessarily, okay? But that's not even your concern. All you need to do is wrap it up. Like you remember them commercials and wrap it up. Just wrap it up. All right. If
That
you'll
was
be all
Dave
right.
Chappelle.
You don't have to worry about no test.
My
What's
dad
good, y'all?
told
What's
me,
good? Peace
Truth,
to
how
the
you
what's
doing,
panel.
brother?
happening, what's happening with the bull?
Peace to brother Truth.
What's up?
Whoever
What's
said
up?
Dave Chappelle, you remember that episode when he had like the Muppets on there? And he's like, and I don't need you, honey. I beat my something like it owes me money. So, I don't want to get Cypher's flag, so I won't say those words.
Right, right.
My people's
Um,
always told me watch who you mix your blood with, and that always scared me. I
Hey,
look at it. Oh, hold on, oh, he came
man,
in.
thanks, Chris, for
He
having me up
came
here,
in.
man. I was really playing in the background and just listening to y'all and comment on the chat, but you said something that that was real like on point, was a gem that I don't think too many people caught. 60 Minutes did an episode on DNA testings, right? Specifically going at 23andMe Ancestry.com, and other major companies that do those. Now, when it comes to like finding out the parent of a child, it's more easier to find those similarities because the parent would be the source of the genetic code than of the baby. Because you could go instantly to the primary source to figure out are them similarities adding up to the point where it's like family structures and ties, because they did testing on that. You feel me? Now, what type of testing and everything, I can't get into that. I know they do things to mislead us and stuff, but that's something that, I mean, I honestly think that, with the scientific research type of things that they got going on, that can be easily proven. But they did one about the fact of knowing your ancestry based off DNA. Real scientists call that shit joke sciences, comical science. It's virtually impossible to take a swab of your spit and tell you exactly where the fuck you come from, other than the knowledge that you already know that this is your mom, this is your dad, this is your mom's parents and stuff like that. Outside of that, there's no virtual way to be able to trace you back to a people from a long time ago based off a swab and spit put into a cup. It's only 0.001% accurate. And when the owners, the spokesperson for these companies like 23andMe and Ancestry.com was asked these questions on 60 Minutes, they was confounded.
Yep.
One of them response was just basically, well, just knowing a little something is better than nothing, but you lying. They even showed what a dude even told that when they took Oprah's, she went out and said she was from Zulu, and he called back to the lab and was like, "Did you tell Oprah she was from Zulu, South Africa?" And he was like, "No," and he was like, "Well, make sure that it says that she come from that." A lot of people missed that point of that episode of 60 Minutes and shit. He basically told you that they're deciding on where people come from, and they made sure that she was a Zulu because she already started building a school in South Africa. So they're based off your name, the information you give them, and going off the common knowledge that everybody knows to try to pinpoint not only just black people, but white people, Asian people, everybody, based off of just general common knowledge and shit. But the brother hit it right on the head. The shit is joke science. The shit
Mhm.
is not accurate.
The
The
real
only way it can be factual if it's 100% accurate anyway.
they service
Anything under
about to
that
take
is
me
really
out on
just a
TV this time.
hypothesis, an educated guess based on the evidence at the time, and they're still searching for it. But to be 0.001% accurate, I ain't no scientist, but I know numbers. And honestly, that's more of a defining fact that it's not the case if the shit can't even be 1% accurate. But I'm gonna go ahead and mute the mic, bro. I just wanted to say that because you hit it right on the head with that
But
shit.
reason why they can never be wrong though is because we all connected. So it's always gonna be a 1% that all of us cousins. So they can never be absolutely wrong, but they ain't really proven shit. Let the scholar answer it though. He said he went to school for it.
I mean, at the end of the day, if somebody could take your goddamn spit and tell you where you came from, you're the one who's producing that spit in your mouth. Couldn't you access that and tell yourself where you're from?
Tradition rarely sits well with cutting-edge science. The Aborigine songlines say that mankind originated here in Australia. No stories about journeys. But the blood of Aborigines tells me that they've inherited a very ancient marker from Africa. It's around 50,000 years old, while Africans have no trace of Aboriginal markers in their blood. The human traffic was strictly one way, from Africa to Australia. The big question is, what route did they take? 50,000 years ago, the Ice Age had locked up the world's water. Sea levels were lower, making Indonesia one landmass. Australia was joined to New Guinea. Since then, rising sea levels have covered up any trace of their presence along this route. If these first African migrants traveled this road, then their genes and the elusive Australian marker might survive somewhere. I'm going to India to see if I can find any genetic trace of the Africans en route to Australia. If I can, It'll be the first direct evidence that native Australians came this way. Let's go see if we can make history. Madurai in southern India. My mission? To try and find the missing link. I'm looking for the genetic marker found today in Australian Aborigines that shows their ancestors traveled through India on their journey to their new home.
It's incredible to be here, and it really is like diving into a sea of humanity. There's so many faces.
It's a long shot, but someone out there may be carrying the genetic link I'm looking for. To help me track down the marker, I've enlisted the help of an old friend, Professor Pitchapan. We'll use his lab and its equipment for as long as it takes. He took me off to a quiet cafe so we could talk. Quiet by Madurai standards, that is.
We've been following this coastal migration to Australia. So this is the reason we think the Australians were able to get from Africa to Australia so quickly.
Yes.
Is that they followed a coastal route.
There is absolutely no archaeological evidence for the existence of ancient man in the South India.
Right. Let's get into that.
Yeah.
Given what you know about the people living in southern India, which population should we sample?
Yes, there are many.
As we worked out which villages to test, the full reality of our experiment hit me. We were looking for a needle in a haystack the size of India, but Professor Pitchapan was upbeat.
Maybe after your study, it may prove that the genetic evidence is better than archaeological evidence alone, probably, right? Yes.
The following day, I set out to sample an isolated village west of Madurai. This is exactly the sort of thing Luca started doing all those years ago. These villagers are a prime sampling group. They've lived in this region for generations with few outsiders marrying in. The more indigenous and isolated these people are, the easier it should be to find the ancient marker. If it's here.
Name?
Rajendra.
And address?
Genes are passed down through generations. So first off, I take a detailed family history.
Okay, age?
55.
And intercaste marriage?
Okay.
Mother tongue?
Mother tongue Tamil.
Religion?
Hindu.
Remember, I only sample men? The thing is, without the male Y chromosome, my hunt for markers would be virtually impossible. Let me explain why. Chromosomes come in pairs. We inherit one from each of our parents. With each new generation, the two chromosomes get chopped up and reordered, making each baby a unique combination of their parents. When that happens, it's bad news for me because I lose my marker trail. It's chopped to pieces by this genetic shuffling. The Y chromosome is different. It doesn't get reordered every generation. Instead, it passes unchanged from father to son. And so do its markers, creating a perfect genetic trail for me to follow. But of course, men don't travel alone, and the journey of man is the journey of everyone. Somewhere here, 50,000 years after his journey, I hope to find the marker of the ancestral grandfather of the Aborigines. It feels good to be out in the field. Every sample you take, you can't help but wonder whether this guy will be the one.
Yeah, right.
But the next stop is the lab. There. You thought I'd hung up my lab coat? Well, so did I.
We've managed to collect several hundred blood samples from around the Madurai regions. It's taken us days and days and days of work.
And now we've got them in the laboratory. We've got a huge amount of work still to do. It's not just about collecting the sample, because we have to go through a purification procedure before we can get to the DNA and find this marker we're looking for. The first step involves getting rid of the red blood cells, the things that you might think of when you imagine blood, the stuff that carries the oxygen around your body. Then we get rid of the rest of the proteins, and we get down to a solution which is quite pure. We're ready for the last step, getting the DNA out of that. We want to add something to dehydrate the DNA molecules. So we add isopropyl alcohol. With any luck, we will see the DNA come out of solution. It's a little bit like cotton at this stage. And there it is. I love this stage. I've done it thousands of times, and yet it still amazes me every time it happens. And it really is the essence of what we're looking at. This molecule is a historical document. The final stage, come inside solution and snag the DNA and lift it out. Voila. Pure DNA. And there we go. And ready to move on to the next step.
That shit look like sperm.
We store the DNA samples in a refrigerator to preserve them. So far, so good. Now we have to analyze this stuff. It's a 2-hour process. Then we've got another 300 samples to go. We are going upstairs to the sequencing machine to load the samples on. And the idea behind this machine is that it's a bit like a sieve, a molecular sieve. And it's going to separate the sequencing reaction products on the basis of their size, their length. And by reading up a ladder of these, we can actually tell what the DNA sequence is, the sequence of letters in the code, A, C, G, G, T, and so on. Quite a high-tech machine. Pretty exciting piece of kit. It's right down here in this room. Power back up, because the sequencer stops in the middle of a run. You're going to lose all your data, so you have to make sure you have power the whole time. And it's in here, in this room, protected from the environment. And here we are, the sequencing machine, that molecular sieve. Now, the sieve bit is actually a chemical matrix that's inside of this tiny little tube, less than 1 millimeter in diameter inside. This is what the DNA is going to be forced into by an electrical charge from one end of the sieve to the other. We've got the data from hundreds of samples on the computer here, and now my job for the rest of the day, and then maybe into tomorrow, is to go through each one of these sequences, looking for the tiny difference that distinguishes the coastal marker, the thing that leads us to Australia. So it's going to take quite a while, a bit tedious. Sometimes I wish I'd done something other than science. If the marker's here, it'll give itself away as a tiny spelling mistake in just one of the 4 letters that spell out the story of our past. A-C-G-T. I'm searching for just one accidental change in a sequence that's 6 billion long. From C to T. Is that it? Yes, a misprint of just one letter, but just enough, hopefully, to change history. I've got some really exciting news. Oh, good. Let's take a look at it. If you look at this particular position, see that change from C to T? T, yes. That's the marker. We've done it. This tiny spelling mistake occurred around 2,000 generations ago. It proves that our African ancestors did pass through here on their way to Australia. In the end, one man from a small village west of Madurai had the answer. It had been passed down to him from the very first humans to set foot in India. And here he is. One microscopic change rewrites the history of an entire continent. And that feels pretty awesome. In this case, the genetics is really leading the way because there is no archaeological evidence for a human presence in India until 30 or 35,000 years ago. It's amazing for me to think that as I look out on the subcontinent of India, that people are carrying this signpost in their DNA. From Africa to Australia, and now, for the first time, the missing link we found in India. The genetic evidence of modern man's first coastal migration to Australia. Most people would have been pretty easy, requiring the same beachcombing survival skills learned in Africa. But there was one final obstacle. Even at the height of the Ice Age, the coastline didn't quite reach to Australia. There were still 150 miles of open ocean. a pivotal moment in our history. The quantum leap in our thinking strikes again. Modern man's ability to imagine a world beyond his horizons had taken him to the other side of the world.
That's it.
Mm.
That's basically it. I just thought of that because like how you guys the chromosome, how they identified how it runs through the males, and those markers stay. So if it's your dad's dad, like all the way, then you can find those marks. Supposedly, according to what that guy just said.
Still don't believe it. Me personally. But yeah, that was cool. Oh, look at that lighter. You got a new lighter this time, Sunray?
Or just a blowtorch that you like to use?
No, that was this I am, ain't it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I
but
just I am got the book.
he was waxing though. You need a blowtorch to hit a dab.
Oh, he left. I didn't even see. I didn't know if he left. I was driving for a second.
Yeah, he had to go to work.
Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah, that's another reason why I try to come on so early. So I could hit people before they go to work. But yeah, that was dope. So we're gonna close out here. We're gonna give everybody on the panel a chance to close out, have some final words. The floor is open.
Shit, I came in late.
I guess shit, I'll go. Man. Thanks for throwing, man, a bomb ass show. I've been tuning in, the whole time, man. It was a lot of a good bill, good laughter, information as well. Man, appreciate you having me up here and shit, man. Shout out to the panel, shout out to the chat. You feel me? Everybody have a blessed day. You feel me? And we all get at it again. Until next time, man. I'll let y'all later.
Peace, brother.
Okay.
That was some
right.
right there, just to blow the
All
smoke.
right. Good Lord. I want to give respect and love to everybody who came on the chat today. There might have been some prior to me. We saw Sister Nikki, Goddess Nikki. We saw Brother This I Am. We saw Brother Truth Teller. Saw Brother Sunray. If I'm missing anyone, and our new friend, Brooke Corey. What up, though? All right, we want to welcome you to the community. Whatever is Cypher say you good, then you must be good. You know what I mean? I'm rocking with that. So everybody in the chat, charge it to my head, not my heart if I missed you. We want to thank Brother Art Cook. Thank you, Bro Cook, for coming over. We want to thank Brother Quentin. Bro, this I am. We saw God Body Sean in the chat. I don't know what he doing out there. I don't know what he doing. He just out there backsliding or some shit like that. I don't know. Want to thank Red Squid for coming over. Of course, we see the goddess also. This beach is better. Thank you for coming on over. We see Corey here again. And Sir Drop, thank you. He was also on the panel. Thank you very much, sir, for joining the panel. Of course, we've already acknowledged Mr. Truth Searcher. Thank you for joining the panel as well. See my beautiful sister. I didn't even see you come in here. I'm the Timeless Beauty Eunice Outland came in here. I want to give a shout out to Dojo the Great. Hey, welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for coming back again. This is a new person. Well, welcome and nice to meet you, Chris B. Liz. Okay. Very nice to meet you. See another new person. Health as well. Very nice to meet you. I'm not sure if I'm familiar with you, so if you've been around, I appreciate it. But nice to meet you. And that's all I think I basically have. This has been great. Cyphers, I need you to know that I'm not done picking at a certain situation. You know I'm not, because you know what I know. So I'm not done tampering with it, but I'm going to leave it alone for build's sake. But I hope everybody has a beautiful day. Stay cool, everybody out there. Don't worry about it. Don't stress. Don't be paranoid. But at the same token, just don't be stupid. You know, don't let nobody sneeze on you. Don't get farted on. None of that weird stuff. But yeah, y'all gonna be fine. Okay. But other than that, we want to thank God Cyphers for hosting a show today, and I'm not sure when he'll be back with everyone, but
Yeah,
that's a dot dot dot. That's where you're supposed to interject.
that was appreciate
Oh,
goddess.
you about that was a closeout, Chris?
Yeah, you got any final words you need to you need to
Oh
close out
no,
with?
just shout out to them HOTC, the dojo and the fat vegan man. Hell yeah, they starting to poly with you. That's what's up. And hell yeah, hell yeah. I'm out too, man. Yeah, shout out to Fat Vegan, man, and Dojo, man. Yeah, this shit's starting to grow, man. We about to get everybody with 1,000 plus, so the community can be real strong, man. So just keep supporting everybody's channel like they support yours, and we gonna take off, man. But y'all, be easy.
Facts. That's what's up. Appreciate
One
that.
love and respect again to Sister Nikki and Sister My Beach is Better for what they did the other night. That was awesome. I almost wanted to share, but I didn't want anybody to see what I saw. Okay, because I don't even need to say because you already know why. God Cyphers. Okay. So we're going to get this figured out and see can I get over it, and then maybe I'll share. I don't want to share that. Like share with everybody. Nah, my sister's not gonna see that shit. That nope.
Right.
I know something they don't know. All right, go ahead and close us out, God. But thank you for allowing me to speak my speech. Your Smokers Lounge, where everybody's able to come on over. We do our question and answer sessions. Feel free to answer a question or ask a question where there really is no wrong answer. There is only a wrong answer if you get caught up in a contradiction and say something that is inaccurate. That's when you might be questioned. So be prepared to defend yourself. If you come with something kind of peculiar, nobody's here to attack. We're ready to listen. but make sure you don't contradict yourself. That's where you get hemmed up at. All right. But anyway, all right, peace. God, Cyphers, go ahead and send us on out.
Got you. Yeah, like to appreciate everybody for coming through. Thank you to our new subscribers and viewers, Chris Bliss, called Calderon, and excuse me, and Corey Robichaud. Thank you for coming on the panel as well, brother. Thank you for tuning in, and I hope you tune in some more. Thank you everybody else for coming through on the panel, coming through on the chat, giving your light and your information, and just discussions and laughs and everything else. I love the family. I appreciate y'all, and this is gonna grow. Shout out to HTOC, shout out to Nikki, the coffee, shout out Beach is Better, shout out Strange, shout out Eunice, shout out Health. This I am. Thank you for coming through before work. Shout out to the bro Truth. Make sure y'all subscribe to him as well. He be throwing out he's been having dope builds since he set his channel up. So please subscribe to him as well. He have dope builds and interviews that I think you guys will love as well. Um, I want you guys to have a great day. Peace and love to everyone. Peace and love to your family. Stay safe. And you already know how we end this. Thank you for tuning in to another build in the Smokers Lounge. I'm your host, Chris Cyphers. Strange, thank you. God Body, thank you. Appreciate you for coming through too, brother. Everybody else, have an amazing day.